No fancy intro, no countdown. We're in the Coney Island Hospital. It's the 22nd of January, and let's see who tunes in. A lot of people for the casino are already here. We're not going to be walking around. We're not going to be talking about random stuff. But good to see you, Michelle. Welcome. Good to see you, Michelle. Good to see you, Carlos. Welcome. Good to see you, Travis. Good to see you, Arjan. Good to see you, Mark Freeman. Welcome. This is a community board meeting, so this is a lot of proponents for the Coney here, giving out T-shirts here inside the auditorium. See the crowd. Yeah. Good to see everybody. No, Keita, I haven't noticed any. Just there's a van out in front. There's a van out in front giving out shirts and signs and stuff. But they're packing the house, so get here now. Somebody told me to get here really early today. Robert T, Sally Skipico, Jay Chulo, welcome. Very different live stream than what we normally do here, people. JW3, Sarah C, welcome. See Phyllis and Dwayne, welcome. That's right, M8R. If you can, sign the petition. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, Susan. No, JW, no. That's right, Mark. Hold on, I'm gonna share the stream over on Facebook here, guys. So give me a moment here. Get this out for everybody. Good to see you, Robson Lopes. Mark, I appreciate that. Good to see everybody, people.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dwayne, absolutely. JW, I gotta be a part of the community I live in. Link's already shared. Thank you, Orlando. Appreciate that. I see you, Myrna. Welcome. Hopefully, Mark. Hopefully. That's right, for reals. That's right. I don't know. How many think the space could hold? maybe like 100 around. So get here now. Hurry up. Something told me to get here early. No gimbals, no nothing like that, but I didn't know how much security I was gonna have to get through. So it's not gonna be your average live stream. That's right, Myrna. Good to see you, Susan. Welcome.
But he smokes weed, he knocks the roof like that. He does. He smokes that weed and he's out. Yeah. For a while.
Good to see you, Joss. Welcome. I have submitted a question, but I want to document this more than anything. I've submitted a statement. It's freezing for reals. Everything is frozen. Everything is frozen. But the bus basically took me door to door, so 36 took me straight here, which was nice. Yeah, Ange, this is one of the proposals, Ange. Good to see you, Jeremy. I'm doing great. Good to see you, Deb. Welcome. Very important day, Deb. Thanks for watching. Thanks for staying up late with me. Appreciate it. Get here now, Autumn Alluring. Get here now. Oh, it's awful for real. Oh man, get here now. Get here now. Brian, what does that have to do with anything, Brian? What does that have to do with it? What a ridiculous comment. Read the pinned comment. Talk about frivolous and meaningless. I would never go into somebody's chat and say that. Yeah, I'm on my back. My beard will be back in a few more days. Good to see you, KK13. Welcome.
Well, I took my coat off and I got some shirt from this one. This is my third shirt. I'm comfortable, I'm warm. I got my warm coat.
Good to see you, Farrah. Welcome.
I have this coat. I have the black coat, but it's not that long. I want a longer coat.
I think it's like 6,000.
Don't worry about that. You gotta get up faster than that. This is not a play.
Gotta go back down where we were.
Good to see you, Kirk. 7 o'clock. Yes, yes indeed, Robert. It's only advisatory. Cliff, thank you so much for signing the petition. 7 o'clock, guys. 7 o'clock. But I think it's 6,000 signed the petition, so thank you, guys. I appreciate. Good to see you, Gus. Welcome. Oh yeah, for reals. I would give anything to ride the old parachute jump. There's a speaker playing music. Cue the random speaker playing music. It's all good, Susan. This would be a boring stream if you don't want to. I'm just documenting something really for the community, so. Good to see you, Brian. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me company, guys. Me too, Gus. Me too. Good to see you, Brian Davis. Welcome. But let's see what happens. Robert, that's up in the air. I don't know. I wish we could build a all-new reimagined pavilion of fun. That would be much more appropriate. Jeremy, it's in the description below. It's all good, Roberta. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Yeah, some people do, Cliff. And again, once this thing begins, I'm not going to really talk or answer the chat, so just a heads up on that for now. Plays back in 2000. There's been a few people who've done surveys on the neighborhood. That would be nice, Gus. So the demapping is in order for them to build up to a 44-story tall building. They want to get the air rights over West 12th Street and Surf Avenue. And in order to get it built the size they wanted to get built.
The first 3 rows are for community board members only. Thank you.
First 3 rows for the community members. Oh, community members only. I don't know. I'm using the zillion. I don't know.
The first 3 rows are for community board
Wow. Better get here now, folks. Better get here now, everybody. Running out of space. Running out of space, Trisha. And that's what they say, Cliff. I may have to stand off to the side once this starts up. Coney Island, Boris. This is the actual community board that encompasses the... okay. I think we got our first block of the live stream. Oh wait, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that, whoops. There we go. These are people who are representatives of the casino on stage right now. That's the majority of people here right now, for reals. And a lot of people have come here to speak. Gonna be filled. Here's the guy who got kicked out of Bed-Stuy politics. This guy here has a lot of skeletons in his closet. I appreciate that, Gus. There's a few RFPs, requests for proposal, that are out in like 4 or 5 different places around the city. Neon, welcome. Oh my God. Dominic Recchia. Wow, haven't seen Dominic in a while. Good to see you, Dominic. Good to see you, man. Long time no see. Correct. Trisha, just keep on putting the stuff in the chat. I would appreciate it. It will change the vibe, man. It's good to see you there, James. Now see, Trisha, I will make a moderator. I know, Trisha, you want to be here, so. That's up for debate, Gus. Yeah, Kita, yeah, I think people were a little bit lax on about getting here. And we're more than 50% capacity now. So get here now if you can. 7 o'clock. I know, Cliff, I don't know why. Good to see you, Indians, welcome. That's right, Adam. Yeah, and this is contentious to say the least. That's right, Orlando. Orlando, please feel free to put stuff like that in the chat. Good to see you. Yeah, the skeletons in his closet from Bed-Stuy are pretty amazing. How many people? The whole board. So the first 3 rows are only for community board members.
Thanks.
I should have said pretty fair for a square.
Nah, you square.
How you doing? Good, bro. How you doing?
That's not,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
okay.
I think it's 15. I forget how many people are exactly in the board. I know, Ange. Yes, indeed, Gus. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to stand on the side. Oh, was he the one who handed out the gift cards? See, it's almost filled up. Almost filled up, everybody. You're more than welcome, Mark. Good to see you, Frank. No, Joss, I don't like doing that. Payroll, yes, indeed. I don't know what the gift card's for. No, I'm not, Frank. Give it some time, though. All right. Yeah, it's almost completely filled. Running out of space, everybody. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, Din. It's gotta be Brian, yeah. Probably Myrna. That's why I'm here, Kita. Something told me just to get here early, and paid off. Get some popcorn. It's a very different live stream to what we're normally used to. I know, Kita. I wish I could vote, April, but no. I'm here just to document everything. I know, Kita. That's right, Audrey. Yes, I don't think there was ever a Zoom option to begin with. Hey, me too, Fawn Marie. Yes, indeed, Kita. Yes, indeed, Myrna. I know, Gus, I know. I'll try, Kita, I'll try. There you go, Ambrose. Welcome. I appreciate that, BB. Thanks for watching. Absolutely, Fawn Marie. All right, good. I got a friend now in the crowd finally. Good to see you, RJ. I appreciate that, John. I don't know if this is going to cheer you up, but I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll be here for a while. Especially when we'll be for 3 hours. Yeah. I know. I've been sick. Yeah. No, we're live streaming right now. No, on YouTube. Yes. Yes. YouTube.com. Dutch. My username is Dutch Mods.
Nice to meet you, man. Oh, great.
Good to see you.
I saw that hour-long video you did.
Oh, okay, cool. You still be ranting and raving.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
That's great, man.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I just decided to get here super early because
You never know, man. It could have easily filled out. I'm Roman.
Nice to meet you, Roman. Nice to meet you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Perfect. Yeah, and if you want to pull anything from this, please feel free.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just gonna make a post.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Thank you, man. Absolutely, Cliff. 7 o'clock, Susan. Well, April, yes, but it's more nuanced than that. Probably Desert Lady, who knows? Good to see ya. I appreciate that, Gus. Absolutely, Audrey. CD, good to see you, CD. Let's see what happens, everybody. Let's see what happens. Absolutely, Desert Lady. A lot of people should be, Mark, but that's if they could fit in the room. That's right. Thank you so much, Trisha. Yeah, I'm here early. Somebody told me to get here early. Good to see you, Desert Lady, out there at Sheepshead Bay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tuesdays. And the link, and we're going, so like you could just share the link. Good to see you, Diana. Appreciate that, Fawn. You're more than welcome, Ange.
Way to go before.
Cool, thanks. Spike and Duffy, appreciate that. Okay, members of the community board are beginning to fill up the first 3 rows. Let's hope no. Gotta make sure I don't connect to the hospital internal Wi-Fi here. Kill the stream. They're all over. They're across the city there for reals. Like I would like to describe stuff, but I'm really like in the kind of room that I'm in right now. When yes, Lisa. Yes, we are. We're in Coney Island Hospital, by the way. So we're on Ocean Parkway. Man, fill it up. It's filling up. That would be awesome, Myrna. Myrna, a pavilion of fun. How about a pavilion of fun? Look up what Steeplechase used to have. Appreciate that, Hugh. Thank you so much, Trisha. That's what they're saying. Yeah, place is filling up with pro casino people. Yes, many times, Mark. I used to advocate quite a bit for cycling infrastructure here in New York City. These seats are for community board members. I'm just gonna do the guy's job. Oh yeah, I will. Yeah, so far people are just still coming in. Yeah. Money goes a long way. This is the final vote tonight. Yes, this is the final vote with the full community board. Hey, Eddie Mark's here. Yay! I'll be fine, Lisa. Ooh, that's right. Thank you so much for reals with a very generous 12 euro super chat. I appreciate that. Zig Ziggin I don't think is going to be here tonight, and he is for the casino. Marissa actually lives across the street from the development. That's the funny thing. I don't know.
job. Yes to the code. Yes to the job. Yes to the code.
Excuse me. Respect the hospital. Respect it.
Guys, you're not doing any good for yourself.
Hey.
All right, pay attention for a second. First of all, welcome to South Brooklyn Health. This hospital is built brand new for the community. We greatly appreciate what is going on right now. Okay? We ask everybody to be respectful of each other, keep the noise to a minimum, absolutely voice your opinion, but keep the noise to a minimum, and please respect the patients and the hospital. Welcome everybody. Once again, welcome to South Brooklyn Health.
Thank you.
And welcome all of you to Coney Island, my neighborhood, that we are trying to save.
Marissa, please. Okay? Please. Please. Okay? Please. Okay?
These seats are for community board members.
My name is Jeff Sandler from the chairperson of CB13. Every monthly board meeting includes a public speaking session. If you signed up, you have 2 minutes to speak time, 2 minutes of speaking time, to talk about whatever you choose. We have a very long list of speakers. In order to accommodate everyone who signed up, all speakers, the time limit will be strictly enforced. All speakers should respect each other. We want people to be heard, and they cannot be heard if people are chanting, yelling, screaming, cheering, or booing, etc. Cross conversations will not be tolerated. Keep in mind now, we are guests of the hospital, and we must behave accordingly. Very, very important. Any person who does not obey these rules will be asked to leave and will be escorted out from the premises if needed. Okay, I thank you very much, and I hope this is going to be a very interesting evening. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, everybody.
Let's start at 7, correct? Thank you.
Okay. The Hudson Yards one got actually voted down. Hudson Yards proposal was the first one out of all of these proposals to be voted down. Hey, we go, Jeanette and Anthony. Good to see y'all. Maybe after this live stream, I'll treat myself to some rainbow cookies to calm my nerves, if you will. Ah! Somebody told me just to get here early.
Fair choice.
Yeah. It could be very stressful, guys, yes. And once again, random speaker near the stage going off again. Okay, kids. Welcome. Yeah, it's amazing, April. I guess that's why we're here, right? I'm just trying to keep a low profile as possible. Absolutely, absolutely. I agree. I mean, he did gavel already. Well, the gavel has been brought out. Here, we'll get a little view here. There you go. I'm gonna try to be as inconspicuous as possible, not bother people with the camera, but I'll show you, definitely show you the crowd and everything, and whoever speaks to. There you go, Trisha. Yeah, it's gonna be a packed house. Hopefully we could maintain the cell signal. I'm getting a little nervous about that. Okay, awesome, Kaz. There you go. That's why tonight's vote is so important. Yeah, Ollie, to a certain extent, I agree, yeah. The first 3 rows are for, yeah. These are for the council members.
Please, the first 3 rows are for community board members only. Thank you.
Would have been nice to know when they actually opened house. I got here at 5:30. Yeah.
For 6:30.
Yeah.
You don't know how bureaucracy works.
Oh yeah. Yeah, can you move your speaker with random music, please, sir? Thank you. Yes. We don't need to listen to James Brown right now. He's great, but not now. You're more than welcome there, Disco Ball Glitter. Oh, awesome, Disco Ball. Happy to hear that. Yeah, there are a lot of members of the community board. Keep on calling them council people. Did I pack a dinner? No, I'm gonna eat dinner after the stream. It's true, Kita. It's true. He had, I don't know why he had the Bluetooth speaker like right there on stage, but that was here before he even got here, and that was at 5:30. I appreciate that, Disco Ball. Just hit the like button. That's all I ask. Absolutely, Mark. Agreed. Oh my goodness, phone. I appreciate that, phone. Yeah, something told me to get here early. I'll see you later, Easy Rider. packed house. Packed. It's packed. Gotta get here now. Only a few more seats left, people. Definitely gonna be standing room in here. Ooh, there's the developer. This one is wide open if you want this one.
May I?
Yes. My strategic placement at the end of the aisle worked. Okay.
All your hard work.
Yeah, algorithm is the algorithm. Yes, indeed. Good to see you there from Seattle, Casual Observer. Thanks for being a channel member.
What?
No, I appreciate that, Joanne. Good to see you.
Did I run on? Yeah. Okay. I was like, a little surprised.
I mean, Adam, I think the auditorium was opened even before I got here. And I got here at around 5:15. And I noticed that people were already going in with signage. So I just followed the people with the signage. And, yeah. Now you know, Adam.
You love you.
Yeah, the ratio is ridiculous. Reserved for community board members. That's gonna be my job today. Hey, oh, you made it.
I made it.
Good. Yep.
There's a Phoenix? She wants to see if she can.
No, I'm a board member.
But she's a board member.
Okay.
I'll be screaming in yelling, you know. You live in a gay, correct?
Yes.
Where?
I'm right on the creek side.
I'm 4909 South
Yeah.
Avenue.
Yeah.
Where?
I'm like a block down.
I am surprised. I posted in CK group, okay, about. I'm really surprised that people did not react the way I expect them to react, because we are gonna be victims of this traffic. And my neighbor, not my friend, but neighbor, it was 4 or 5 years ago, and everyone from community board knows the story. He passed, they were waiting for an ambulance for 45 minutes. So that's what they want to bring.
Yeah.
But they brought 2 buses
Yeah.
of Chinese.
Yes, I saw that.
Okay. Most of those people have nothing to do with Coney Island.
Yes.
Because they brought them in 3 vans.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I saw one.
I saw 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have liked to know why they opened the house, why they opened the auditorium so early. I got here at 5:15.
But this is what we would talk after all. It's kind of late
Yeah.
to district manager. He was supposed to be here. But he was supposed to be here. But actually, we were expecting everybody to come from this entrance. Okay? But they're using the other one. And we discussed it before, saying it should be some kind of priority for community
Yes.
board
People
members to
who,
come.
yes.
I call whoever I could call, please. But people are coming from work, people are, you know, thank God they work not far away,
Yeah.
you know.
They're very, very interesting.
Okay, hi ladies.
Okay.
Maria.
Oh. Okay, kids. Sorry, I wasn't keeping up with the chat right there.
Somewhere. I'm sure there's a commissary somewhere.
Thank you so much there, Trisha, for posting that.
They're like sitcoms based on that stuff. There isn't there used to be.
My name is Jeff Sandoff, chairperson of CB13. This is for people who are walking in and didn't hear me before. Welcome to the Community Board 13 monthly general meeting. Every monthly board meeting includes a public speaking session. If you signed up, you have 2 minutes of speaking time to talk about whatever you choose. We have a very long list of speakers. In order to accommodate everyone who has signed up, speakers, the time limit will be strictly enforced. All speakers should be respectful of others. We want people to be heard, and they cannot be heard if people are chanting, yelling, screaming, cheering, or booing. Holding signs is proper. You can hold your signs whatever you want to do with the signs. Thank you. Cross conversation. Now keep in mind that we are guests of the hospital and must behave accordingly. Any person who does not...
Also, for the people, board members coming in, there is a sign-in sheet. Please sign in to be counted in. Thank you.
Okay, all the formalities. Continuing on, good to see you, Maria.
Robert's rules.
The what?
Robert's rules.
Robert's rules.
That's technically, there's a phrase used for meetings.
Oh, okay.
I
I'm
don't know
learning
why they
something.
call that.
Okay, I want to meet Robert. I want to see what it's up to. Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Hi, replay viewers.
Hi, replay viewers. Very different
You
event.
turned off the music thing, right?
Oh yeah, no, we didn't do a 3-minute intro. No.
No super chat.
Oh no. Yeah, no. No KS Emeralds. No KS Emeralds are allowed in Coney Island Hospital. And we already got a super chat, so thank you for reals.
Thank you.
Oh, it's early, 6:21. I appreciate that, Trisha. Thank you so much. And probably Allie.
Robert's Rules of Order governs most nonprofit organizations with a board of directors. It is a cheat sheet for parliamentary procedures for running.
Jay McClain knew that. She's up there in Canada.
I was, well, it's one of those weird things you learn.
Right.
But I actually didn't know.
Oh,
I
you're
don't know what
nice.
they say.
I'm doing well, thank you. Hi, sweetheart. The first 3 rows, yeah.
What? Why?
It's okay. It's live, unfortunately.
I didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear anything.
No.
It's okay. Here, come over here.
No, I'm good. I'm finished.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
my mouth again.
Thank you so much, Miran. Appreciate that. Wow. House is packed. House is packed. Oh, this is why I got here at 5:30. 5:15, really.
Wow.
Yeah. See, I knew it. I knew some shenanigans were gonna happen.
No.
I took the 36. I was the only one on it.
It only runs every 20 minutes. So I missed the first one. And I remembered I had left something at home. So then I went back home and
Okay.
then went back to the bus stop
Okay.
and got it. 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But only runs every 20 minutes.
Yeah. It happens.
App is helpful.
Yeah.
I know you're online.
Yeah.
We're just battling people.
We're just babbling.
Exactly who to contact.
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
You know, and I got him to interview me,
Good.
and it was great.
That was good. That was good.
I really appreciate
Yeah,
what
more
you
than
did.
welcome.
Like,
More than welcome.
yeah, he told me it's only going to be a soundbite. But
Well, that's all it takes.
Yeah. you did well.
Yeah.
You did well. I wish his news report didn't include, Robert Carnegie in it. He had to make it sound fair.
I mean, it was kind of funny. I mean, that morning show piece was kind of ridiculous. So then I tweeted at the Pix 11 News, and then within an hour, Greg Mocker
contacted you and said
me.
he'd do a story. That's exactly what he told me. I told him, I went to journalism. I went to one of the best journalism schools in the country, and you cannot just give them.
That was an advertisement.
Yeah, you can't just give them a carte
No.
to talk like that.
Yeah.
So, you did well. Getting
I try my
their
best.
attention, getting them to come out. That was very smart of you to jump.
Well, look at this. It's like it's a packed house now already, and it's nowhere near.
Well, you are the reason why I dropped everything and came.
Got out of here.
I thought I was going to be here. I thought I was going to be here at 7.
Yeah.
But then you said they're packing the house, and I was like, oh,
At 5:30.
At 5:30.
By 5:30.
Because it's a strategy there.
Yeah.
It's a strategy. It's a strategy. So
Yeah.
you know the community's going to come out.
Oh yeah. And they are now. And now it begins. See what happens.
We're gonna get to them. They're not gonna get away with it. They're not gonna get away with it.
God willing. Let's see.
So, your thing last week. You do regular.
Yeah, we're on right now.
Yeah, you do regular lives.
Oh yeah.
The thing last week was beautiful.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
You had tourists from all over the world watching you. And
that's what I do.
The present. I don't know how you get the.
With the graphic on it?
Yeah.
It's the app. It's in the app here. It's super easy.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
I loved it. What's the app called?
This is Prism Live.
Prism Live?
Yeah. So
I loved it.
if you have a YouTube channel that if you haven't hit the threshold to live stream yet, you could use Prism Live to bypass that, and you could stream, and then have it's better than the YouTube app. So
I gotta get Prism Live and
it's free.
Yeah. Does it work on an old iPhone 7?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's like all the cool stuff. Because I have an iPhone 7, every version is all like before or after. Like I can't even use the Chipotle app anymore because they want me to have an updated
they
phone.
want updated.
I
haven't updated this guy in a little bit, in a hot minute myself.
I don't want to give Apple more money when their old device works fine.
Yeah.
I'm like that because their old device works fine. Why spend $1,000 on a new phone?
You don't need to.
But then all the apps, like they say,
that's the problem.
You need an iOS version, this, and my phone doesn't run on that version, and so it craps on itself. Anyway.
Okay.
Good
seeing you.
Good seeing you.
All right, guys. I don't know. I think she's gonna be taking the notes. I don't know. That's a community board. At Barbara in purple. Barbara, community board member.
Yeah, Santa. She's been in the.
She's been in the community for a long time.
Yeah, as long as I can remember.
All right. But yeah, Trisha, just keep on throwing out, and Orlando, if you're still here, just keep throwing out facts in the chat for people who join us late. I got people taking notes, and once this begins, I might just stand up next to my seat here.
Testing. We'll be starting the meeting in about a half hour.
I love some good Microsoft wallpaper.
Ooh, look at that Microsoft wallpaper. Ooh, yeah.
I bet it's AI.
Is that AI generated? That's not somewhere in Ireland where they have the weird hexagonal rocks.
I don't know.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is, Orlando.
Yeah,
Orlando thanks you. Orlando thanks you for being to my left here. Autumn, you here? Autumn? Good to see you, Autumn. Everybody's here. Good to see you. Everybody's here now. Okay, everyone's... Yeah, it's... Gotta get here early today. Gotta get here early. Thank God I got here early. I wouldn't have been able to hold down the row. Shit. Good to see you, Norm. Oh, that's awesome. I love when people watch me on the bus. Appreciate that. Power of the live stream, everybody.
Oh, shit. I should like you.
What?
I should like you.
That's right, Norman. That's right, Orlando. That's right. Oh, there's. Are they gonna like just record it? Why are they setting up a Zoom if you're not gonna record, like put it out?
It's still gonna get broadcast on YouTube.
Oh, they're gonna do that again?
Their meetings are
Oh, so that means that whenever the crowd gets loud, it'll mute and okay.
But you have the opportunity to do, screen caps and various
Right.
clips from it.
Yeah. Right.
We have
Okay.
really good moments.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming out.
Oh yeah. This is nerve-wracking.
I know. Yeah, to say the least.
Congrats on 21K.
Yay.
Okay.
Onward to 100. Onward to
you have been
100.
liked.
Thank. Appreciate that.
You get an album with 25, right? Or is that 100?
No, 100.
Okay. I'll keep working on that.
I need 100. That's when I open up the box and cry on live stream. And I know it's gonna happen. I'm gonna cry my eyes out.
You get a plaque.
I get a nice plaque. Then after that, it's 1,000,000. I appreciate that. I can subscribe. Now the community board's going to be doing their own live stream, evidently. So if you, we could always compare between the community board 13 live stream and this one. No, Hugh, I don't want to get into politics. Yes, it's Renault's. It's Bird Me Down. I know he watches. I think we're going to begin promptly at 7 o'clock. Appreciate that, Mark. Oh, yay!
Oh.
I feel like I was in school for a minute there. We're going to watch a movie. Ooh, Jim, we're going to watch a movie, Jim. We're going to watch a movie.
What do you want to watch?
I'm going to watch the Thunderbolt. I want to see the Thunderbolt movie. I want to see the Thunderbolt movie.
That's not on YouTube.
That's not on YouTube.
That's private link only.
Yeah.
Not even early.
Hello. Where the hell am I?
From your
Good to see you, e-bike, Mike. It's indeed Orlando. Good to see you, Ramona. Yes, it is. Yes, yes, they are, Myrna.
At least you're somewhere where it's warm.
Yeah.
Because it sure ain't nice outside.
No, it ain't nice outside, but I'll be. By the way, I'll be back outside tomorrow.
Tomorrow will be more tolerable.
Yeah, we'll be back outside tomorrow.
Your cloud shots on Sunday were just.
They were pretty. Yeah, that was pretty.
On the beach with the snow.
Yeah.
Whatever day that was. Monday or Tuesday.
I think it was Monday.
I can't.
I appreciate that, Adam. Well, yes, indeed. I'm going to break out the VCR and play a film.
I like it. Oh, that sexy black dress, too.
Yes, indeed, Ramona.
Nice black dress. Very nice.
I appreciate you guys are all with me, guys. Appreciate that.
You all let me.
I know.
Except for like very few times I like,
It's starting to get slammed because so many people are here, so it's bouncing around. Now we shouldn't lose audio, but we may lose frames of video from time to time because I appreciate that, Joanne. Shout out to all the channel members, by the way. Thank you to all the channel members. Thank you guys all for all your support, guys. Really do appreciate it.
I'm sorry I couldn't dance with you. I had to have, I was at another location.
We had a meeting.
Yeah, but that wasn't the reason I was supposed to work late that day. Then I got up.
All of a sudden, a lot of police are in here. People coming out.
They don't outnumber us.
Really packed the house. We have really packed the house here. It's crazy. I'm trying to be as inconspicuous as possible, not bother nobody.
Yeah, that's how she tried to reintegrate. So we was on the list, and she showed up to volunteer. I'm like, no. Yeah, I'm like 20 hours and said no.
This would be a very different live stream from what we guys are normally used to. No, I'm not going to be arrested, Neil. Relax. I'm not going to be arrested.
Oh, okay. How'd that go?
It didn't go anywhere. It's being ignored because I discriminated against you because you're crazy.
No, I don't even.
Not that I'm saying you're mentally ill. I'm just saying you're an enormous pain in the ass.
That's true, Deb.
No, I just don't think
Deb, thank you so much for sharing the link.
But the reason you didn't want to there is an enormous pain in the ass.
she is a huge source of misinformation. And I do not do misinformation. I'm trying to get people in and out of water.
I don't think too many, Fawn Marie.
She was the first person fired from the Hard. She lasted 20 minutes. And I do not know what she did. But she was then rehired subsequently 2 more times, fired the same day. You guys have twice.
So as predicted, I knew they were going to do that. I knew they were going to do that. They got to clear out the aisle. I got here a little too early not to be in here right now. I got here at 5:30. Opened up. Let's see what they're going to do. I think they're going to try to get everyone who's standing in the side here out. Yeah, they're gonna have to clear some of them. This is it's turning out to be very interesting all of a sudden. Charlie Denson called me today.
Attention, please. Attention. Quiet. Please. I'd like your attention, please. Quiet. Monthly general board meeting. Every monthly board meeting includes a public speaking session. If you signed up, you have 2 minutes of speaking time to talk about whatever you choose. We have a very long list of speakers. In order to accommodate everyone who is signed up, all speakers, the timer will be strictly enforced. The first 3 rows are for community board members. All speakers should respect each other. We want people to be heard, and they cannot be heard if people are chanting, yelling, screaming, cheering, or booing. You may pick up signs, no problem. Cross conversations will be not tolerated. If you wish to have a private conversation, please go outside of the auditorium. Keep in mind that we are guests of the hospital and must behave accordingly. Any person who does not obey these rules will be asked to leave and will be escorted from the premises if needed. Thank you.
So first of all, welcome everybody. I am the security director of Southbrook Health Hospital. So welcome to our hospital. Here's mine. We do have patients inside the hospital, and we do have emergency surgeries going on. So please keep, you can back and forth, but please keep the noise level to a minimum. We do have to service the community with patients and emergency surgeries. All right? If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask me. I'll be outside. When we leave, we'll set the corridor if you leave, and we'll get everybody out of the building as quickly as possible. All right? If you have any questions, I'll be right outside. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for allowing us to be here.
We'll be starting the meeting in about 15 minutes.
There's only 2 actual.
Right, Mark?
Oh.
I'm right here. Yes, I'll take you home.
So Roberta, you might need to refresh the stream from time to time. There's quite a lot of people here. So you're gonna still get audio, but you may drop the video signal. So if that happens, just restart.
No, he's real calm.
And yes, I'm not gonna speak during the meeting. So once the meeting begins, I will be quiet. I appreciate that, Tricia. Yeah, it's gonna drop out from time to time, especially since we have so many cops in the room right now. I know the radios, police radios always mess up with the signal. So far we're doing good. So it's coming in and out, but so far we're doing good.
Then I'll drink the wine with your name out.
I had a really good relationship with Tommy and I forgot who his partner was before Frank. I got along okay with Frank, but like the whole Black Lives Matter thing.
Brooklyn Joyce, that's easier said than done. Unfortunately. When you have a developer with a lot of money, it's kind of hard to fight against that, especially when they bust in like busloads of people.
The CEO at the Sicko, who I have not actually met, plus my photography.
I'm gonna drink some victory.
The files, they have to make it
Oh, Dennis Buderis.
Thank you, Frank.
Hey, Dennis. Over here. Yeah. You went fishing though. I saw them. They look great. You love to fish. He has a boat, and he'll go out every Wednesday in the summer and reach out. He goes down that boat. One of the kids always comes.
Yes, indeed, Hugh.
But I did their annual end of season fishing party once. Thankfully, they took my daughter. Several of them did not.
Yes, indeed, Orlando.
5 hours on a boat.
Depending on the weather, that can be a trip.
Lunch you back? Good to see everybody. Welcome.
I don't think we've met in real life. Cunning stunt. We host this good to see you. Stunt.
It's a very different stream than what we're used to, people. So, I don't know. I think definitely over 100 at this point now here.
Education Hall is 208, and the YMCA was just under 300.
Okay.
Can't see the occupancy signs in the back, so I can't tell you for sure.
It's okay. So around 150 to 200.
$3 is only $1.75. How they have them sit there?
I don't think that's the case. Good to see you, Lynette. Oh.
People in the third row, if you're not a board member, could you please stand up? We need to have the board members up front and listening to the presentation and to the people speaking. Thank you.
Great. This is a problem. So this is a problem. We actually run out of space now. And people are now going to have to figure out what's going to happen. Sarah, good to see you.
Jack, you're the one who's got to walk through.
Can I have your attention, please? Evidently, when I'm reading the rules, nobody's respecting the rules. Okay? I want these rules respected and respect the hospital. And I'll go over it again. Welcome to the Community Board 13 monthly general board meeting. Every monthly board meeting includes a public speaking session. If you signed up, you have 2 minutes of speaking time to talk about whatever you choose. Who is signed up, all speakers, the time limit will be strictly enforced. Strictly enforced. All speakers should be holding up signs is perfectly okay, but none of the other stuff, none of the other activities. Cross conversations will not be tolerated. If you wish to have a private conversation, please go outside the auditorium. Keep in mind that we are guests of the hospital, okay, and must behave accordingly. people are being operated on around here. We need the respect of our audience.
All right, we're in the administrative building, right? So I did see somebody with a walker, but I don't think I saw anyone being operated on. Julie BOG, good to see ya. Yeah, Joanne, I think so. Sarah. See, Sarah. Sarah knows what's up. Good to see a ski kayaker. Welcome. Yeah, exactly, April. Oh, this is this fantastic graph of the traffic analysis. That's an actual traffic analysis, unlike what the developer did.
We're going to be starting in 5 minutes.
It's not enough room for the first 3 rows of 50 people. Well, that's where we're going to get the Christians Alliance. So that's going to be great. This one I think is probably some sort of like prison circus.
So that's the map of the relax the face. You can take one and pass the rest.
No. This is from them. This is their stuff. Yes, it is.
This is their stuff.
It's basically not. That's not the developer. That's one of the community board members actually did her own traffic analysis, and she actually did is having traffic officers at key intersections and signage.
That doesn't even work in Manhattan.
That doesn't even work in Manhattan. 5 minutes. 4 minutes.
Thank you so much.
And if you go to Everything Coney Island on Facebook, it's a Facebook group, Everything Coney
Attention,
Island.
please.
Then you can see that,
I'm going to repeat
that
this
map.
one more time for the people that are here. Welcome to the Community Board 13 monthly general board meeting. Every monthly board meeting includes a public speaking session. If you signed up, you have 2 minutes of speaking time to talk whatever you choose. We have a long list of speakers. In order to accommodate everyone who has signed up, all speakers, the time limit will be strictly enforced, and I mean strictly enforced. All speakers should be respectful of others. We want people to be heard, and they cannot be heard if people are chanting, yelling, screaming, cheering, booing, etc. Holding up signs. If you wish to have a private conversation, please go outside the auditorium. Keep in mind that we are guests at the hospital and must behave accordingly. Like the head of security, any person who does not obey these rules will be asked to leave and will be escorted from the premises if needed. Leonard Robertson, can you please lead us into the Pledge of Allegiance?
It's a baseball game?
I don't do the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the Republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Play ball.
We're going to be moving into the public session now. And the way this is going to work, I'm going to call 3 names at a time.
It was three
Your name
vans
is
full
called,
of
please go to the
people.
podium, okay, and be reminded that you're gonna have 2 minutes, and 2 minutes only to speak. Okay, the first name is Ike Dweck. I say, there is no cheering. No, your name? Go ahead.
Hello, Coney Island. My name is Keita St. Cyr. I've worked in Coney Island since 2007 in a variety of different capacities, including on the boardwalk at Lolo Star and at Coney Island, USA as the fire eater. I mostly have a couple of questions for the representatives of the casino. One of them is, in the previous meeting, they mentioned increasing West 12th Street to 4 lanes of traffic, and that 1 lane would come from the lot that FOR Equities currently owns. There are businesses on either side. Dino's Wonder Wheel is on one side, and Coney Island, USA is Landmark Building on the other. How do they plan on extending that lane? That's a question. Question number 2. At the first meeting, there was a claim that available jobs at the casino would be union positions that pay $30 an hour. Most of the current job listings at the Saratoga Casino, their flagship operation, are for $12 an hour plus tips and a few salaried positions that are not union jobs. If that's the case there, why would it not be the case here? And my third question, what happens to the small businesses that exist in the footprint of this proposed casino? FOR Equities does not own all of that land. What happens to the businesses that are currently there? What happens to El Dorado or Williams or Domizita or any of the other businesses that currently occupy that space? I am so nervous, I'm sorry. And a note on behalf of Miss Coney Island 2025, Obsidian Absurd, who couldn't be here for health reasons. She says, during my campaign for Miss Coney Island, I went up to folks around the amusement area and asked, what's the first thing you think of when Coney Island comes to mind? And their answers were all spoken with eyes full of joy and wonder. Family fun, history, sideshow, tradition, the mermaid parade, beach days, sharing classic good times with my kids. And then I asked, when I say casino, what comes to mind? And the answers were disappointment.
That's it. You're over. That's it. Thank you. The next set of 3 people are going to be Jack Sullivan, Stephen Dima, Adam Wren. Good, Jack.
Hello, my name is Cyclone Jack Sullivan. You may have been unfortunate enough to see my face at Stillwell Avenue Station for the last 3 years. I've worked various jobs at Coney Island since 2013, including at Smorgasburg at the Art Walls venue, which another thing that was killed by FOR Equities. I think it was brought up at the last one of these in-person meetings, was looking at the states of other areas that are affected by casinos, prominently Atlantic City, which if you get off the boardwalk is an absolute disaster. It is a decrepit cesspool. It's awful. That could be us next, but you don't even have to look as far as Atlantic City. You could look at Atlantic Avenue. You go up and down Atlantic Avenue and you will see the same FOR Equities White Horse logo covering the windows of former business fronts that were bought out, that were killed, that were destroyed by the very same developers, so-called, that would want to do this thing. They want to build this casino here. And if they even want to build the casino, because one of the measures that's on here is what to do with these properties if the casino doesn't get verified. If you don't get the license here, what's going to happen with it? The same thing FOR Equities does everywhere they go. They destroy things, they wreck things, they level buildings to build more buildings that will never be occupied, never be used, be no use to the community, no use to anybody. Same thing they do every single time. It's copy and repeat. Joseph Sitt, the head of FOR Equities, bought an $11.6 million house to avoid paying taxes. In the year that happened, that was the most expensive house purchase. He doesn't live there. He bought it to avoid paying taxes. What makes you think he gives a damn about this community at all? If you do believe that FOR Equities has your best interests in mind, I would reach to sell you. Thank you very much.
Next.
Hi, my name is Stephen Dima. I was born in Brooklyn and raised in Marine Park, and I've been obsessed with Coney Island my entire life. I've seen their city, they love me. When I look around the room, I'm so nauseous and sick to my stomach when I see I'm sorry to be, I don't want to be cynical, but it's a thing to sort of say, there's people in this room that have worked years and years that are people of color and are not people of color, that have supported Coney Island and created a space, a safe place for people to come. I won't go into the history of Coney Island. All I want to say is today, it never ceases to amaze me how developers, if they only understood, if they came into a community and supported it and celebrated it and preserved it, that people would come. That old stupid saying from the movie, if you build it, they will come, does not refer to a casino. It refers to protecting a community in New York City, a community that makes New York City the great city that it is. And I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Dominic Recchio, but I don't know where the Williams-Sonoma was. I don't know, that never came. And listen, I just want to thank, community boards are so important. And I just want to thank this community board for protecting the community.
Okay, that's it, Jack. I mean, Stephen. Excuse me. Adam?
I'll be reading an excerpt from the National Amusement Park Historical Association on the development proposal for Coney Island. On behalf of the National Amusement Park Historical Association, we advocate that Brooklyn and the City of New York deny the current proposed development of a casino at Coney Island and not demap the streets in the area. The proposal, if successful, will cause an irreplaceable loss to the worldwide amusement industry, as it will irreversibly alter the personality of the Coney Island Amusement District, and rather than revitalizing it, will lead to its ultimate demise. With the proposed development, visitors and patrons would be blocked from experiencing the ambiance and essence of real Coney Island amusements, the boardwalk and the beach. Coney Island is a respite from the heat and bustle of New York City, but that experience will be destroyed with the current proposal that places gigantic towers right in front of the beach. History tells us that if the proposed development is allowed, it will be a death knell for all independent amusements and shop owners in Coney Island. It's well known in the amusement industry that you need to visit Coney Island earlier in the day, as traffic and parking in the neighborhood are a challenge, as the neighborhood exists today. According to the comments made at the Community Board 13 Brooklyn meeting on January 15th, the Coney developers conducted a traffic study that indicated parking would exceed capacity on the island, even including the project's own parking facility. Yet, the design involves demapping some streets that may provide some additional parking. It's ironic that in 1923, the borough constructed 13 new streets in Coney Island to improve access for firefighters and emergency personnel to the amusements and the beach. Yet now, we may be reversing the course by closing and limiting street access to the boardwalk and remaining businesses.
That's it. Next people is going to be Pedro Cotto, Erica Turner, Jake Turner. Okay? Now, after Jake starts, the next three will be Maxim Abada, Michael Fandel, Andrea Smith. Pedro? Jake? Ted?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jake Turner. I am a patron of the boardwalk and a student at Coney Island, USA. Coney Island has always been a place for the people, from the boardwalk to the beach. It's where families come together, where small businesses thrive, and where a rich history of community and culture defines every block. But now we're facing a serious threat to everything that makes Coney Island special, a corporate casino. Let's be clear, this isn't about creating jobs or revitalizing the area, it's about profit. Big corporations see Coney Island not as a community, but as a commodity, a place they can extract wealth from with no regard for the people who live here. The developers and casino executives don't care about our families or our future. They care about one thing: lining their pockets, even if it comes at the expense of this neighborhood. Look at the empty promises they make. the jobs, investments, economic growth, but what really wins when a casino moves in is not the small business owners who've been here for decades, like Williams Candy or Ruby's on the boardwalk, not the families who worked hard to build the lives in this community. Instead, it's the corporate shareholders and out-of-town investors who will drain our neighborhood of its wealth while leaving us to deal with the fallout, higher rents, more traffic, and a community that feels less like a home and more like a playground for the rich. Corporations love to talk about how much they give back, but let's be real about this. They take more than they give. They take the character of Coney Island and replace it with something hollow. They'll take money out of our pockets, of the working families, and leave behind broken promises. And when the profits stop flowing, they'll pack up and they'll leave, just like they always do. And let's not forget the human cost. Gambling addiction is a business model for these corporations. They thrive on exploiting the vulnerable and creating a system where people lose everything while the house always wins. This isn't the kind of investment our community needs. Coney Island doesn't belong to billionaires or boardrooms. It belongs to the families who live here both by blood and found. The small business owners who pour their hearts into their work and the generations who have built this community with this sweat and determination. A casino would strip all away and replacing it with corporate greed. Coney Island is not for sale.
Jake, that's it. Please respect the rules.
Hi, my name is Erica Turner, and of course I'm against the casino. And to the people that's here that's for it, even speak English. So I hope that you're here because it's for your heart, not because you're being paid. And another thing, over 6,600 people signed a petition to say no to this casino, not only in our community, but in the district, and some people outside of our district. And I want the community board to understand that's speaking louder than these people that's here just for today, or was paid to be here just for today. So I'm begging the community board to go with the community, because we already spoke loud enough and said we do not want this in our community. Are you for the community or are you for the developers? That's all we trying to understand. I hope you're for the community and say no to the casino.
No clapping. Please respect the chairperson's rules. That's all I ask. Pedro's not here? Okay. The next three is Maxim Zabadov, Michael Fandel, and Andrea Smith. Moving on, Ariana Rendon, Jean Patrick, Medalia Cruz.
In a wheelchair.
Okay, we're going to bring you to Mike. The next three, get ready. Amanda Torado, Brian Rosa, Jean Ross.
Hi everybody, my name is Jean Patrick. I am a Coney Island resident. Finally, I found an accessible apartment down here and it made me so happy. I would just like to speak as, people with mobility disabilities will be severely to go to the bodega then, or, take an entirely new route with, terrain you're not familiar with to the subway, to the bus stop. It's all torn up. It's extremely difficult, especially if you're in a motorized wheelchair. Beyond that, I would like to say that I really respect and love the small businesses down here. It's been a part of my life ever since I was 10 years old, and I would hate to see a huge corporation entity ruin that. And I'm done. Thank you.
Eddie Watson, Joe DeFeo, Joseph Watson.
Okay, so you heard that. It's Eddie Watson, Joe DeFeo, and Joseph Watson.
Yes, hello, I'm Joseph Watts. Started off top heavy with so many people against Coney Island. Against the Coney. But one of the reasons why I realized it is that, you know what, I've not even received any information regarding these meetings at all, except one. The one notice that I got was subject in the title, live in night shift, that are renters, okay? They're not homeowners. Their issues are not with not being able to find parking at Gargiulo's, okay? These people, my people, we need an opportunity. We need a hand up, not a hand out. Okay? One of the things that I realized, even from my own experience, at 17 years old, being a young father, somebody gave me an opportunity. Okay? And that opportunity landed me at ESPN in a mailroom. And people told me, oh, it's a job in a mailroom through a temp agency. No benefits. But guess what? Within 2 months, I'm selling ad space on ESPN, launch of ESPN2. So don't discount small beginnings, even if they say they're small beginnings, because we do know that they're speaking about union jobs. And even if they weren't, the income that they're making is already above what they're making in their household already. There's so many people out here that's living beneath poverty. Let's talk about that. I don't care about, unfortunately, some people that's been speaking about how the
Joseph, that's it, Joseph. Thank you.
Yes to Coney, yes to the job. Yes to Coney.
Eddie?
Eddie Watson.
You got it.
That's my brother, Joseph Watson. And again, I'm yes to Coney. And the reason I say that is because we're talking about what? Jobs. We're talking about growth. And then people saying, well, what's happening to the small businesses and what's going to happen to them? But what are they doing for the community now? What are they doing for the community now? We're talking about jobs. Somebody brought up Atlantic City after the pandemic, but what was it before? Some say, let's give it a chance. Let's see what's going to happen with it. But if we come in here and we say we don't want to do it, this is going to happen when we don't know. But nothing's happening to the community now. Who's speaking up for the community now? They talk about gambling addiction, but look at the drug addiction. Who's talking about that? So if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it. So we're talking about jobs, we're talking about growth, we're talking about economics. So that's what I'm saying, yes, yes, God.
Okay, the next speaker, thank you. Gene Ross.
Hello, my name is Jean Ross. I'm a Brooklyn Hardware singer. There are a lot of people who've been paid to be in this room, a lot of consultants that have testified on the casino issue. They've all been paid to do that. I'd encourage the community board and other elected officials to set that aside and look at what we know from the research. Casinos and their business model depend on keeping customer relation systems and the addictive nature of slot machines. It's designed to block the passage of time, keep people inside and keep them gambling. By their very nature, casinos discourage the vibrant street life that brings a community to life. Casinos make money because the rapid bet slot machines, which are the source of about 3/4 of their revenues, are highly addictive. And that addiction increases the prevalence of horrible gaming. It also keeps people from going outside, patronizing local businesses. Walk inside any casino and you'll find that all of the franchises, the retail, the restaurants, are national chain enterprises. They're not mom and pop businesses. They compete with mom and pop businesses by taking away their customer base. Because of this, one data-based academic study found no evidence of casino-related boost in local sales tax revenues in casinos in 39 states experience lower employment growth than economies without casinos. The spread of legalized gaming, tribal lands, urban horse tracks, online gaming, casinos in struggling communities has oversaturated the market. If you look at a lot of research, Federal Reserve Bank and others will tell you that the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic region is oversaturated.
Jean, that's it.
Thank you.
Jesus Hernandez, Emily Oriol, and Janessa Rose Perez.
Josephine on first before they come up.
Just to prepare us, the next three speakers are going to be Patrick Wall, Anna Daisy Durantani, and Roman Gill.
Talk about Coney Island. You talk about the people. You talk about the culture. You're not talking about building up a casino.
You know what? I've worked with folks in night houses. I get it. I'm about jobs. I volunteer my time trying to bring small businesses to the community. I volunteer my time working with the leadership in night working with together. We are Coney Island. We are Bed-Stuy. We are Brooklyn. We are everything. So bring this energy to the jobs that people want, that people need. And if I can quote a poet, if you don't win, you go broke.
Okay, Emily Oriel. Janessa Rose Perez. Next three people, like I said, Patrick D. Wall, Anna Daisy, Roma Giddis.
Thank you, student board members. My name is 45 years in the corner of West 12th and Surf Avenue, in the center of this entire conversation. My respect to the Watson brothers. I understand what you're saying, Keith. I see you too. I want nothing else than for jobs to come to Coney Island. I have worked for 16 years at a struggling business, trying to survive. I want jobs to come to this community. I love this community since I was 19 years old. I'm 52 now, and I've worked here that entire time. I love Coney Island, and I love its people. I live on 37 in Bayview. I'm part of this community. I want jobs to come. It's already happening as best as it's been able to. Dina, Luna Park, my own business, we employ people from this neighborhood. But this casino is not that. We're asking for a giant fort to come and plop down right in the middle of our entire amusement zone across 3 blocks. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's going to keep people locked in. They've got food, they've got accommodations, they've got entertainment. They're never going to come. They're not going to give you union jobs because we live on the poverty line. We're all poor here. They don't want us. They're going to bring people from the outside to work in their big thing, and we're going to be standing out here having ushered them in while we suffer, while we continue. And whatever's left, whatever potential is left, will go away if we say yes to this community work, please vote no. Thank you.
Roman, and also Anna or Daisy Granati.
I'm here tonight to call out what many of us already know, that these casino developers don't care about Coney Island. They've been buying up real estate in Coney Island for years and have done nothing, absolutely nothing to help this neighborhood thrive. As many of you can see by the vacant lots that have stood empty for years, if they truly cared, they wouldn't need a casino license to invest in our community. They could have built something useful already, something the community needs, but instead they kept these lots vacant, waiting for an opportunity to dangle this so-called $200 million community fund in front of us like a bride. And let's be clear, that $200 million only... No. They'll pack up, they'll leave, just like everyone else who has promised to help us, and we'll be left to deal with the damage they've caused. They don't want to help us, they want to pick up the pieces when their plans ultimately fail. This isn't just about traffic or parking or strained resources, though those are all real and devastating consequences. This is about trust, and these developers have failed to earn ours. They haven't engaged with the public, they haven't answered our questions, and they haven't been transparent about the long-term consequences of their plans. And now they want to bulldoze our streets, disrupt our neighborhood, and gamble with our future? Also, they can make money off of us? Come on, guys, Coney Island deserves better than this. We deserve developers to see us for people, not just a way to make money. We deserve investments that strengthen our community, not projects that tear it apart. I urge you to reject this proposal and stand with us, your neighbors of Coney Island, not the billionaire developers who don't know us, don't care about us, don't live here, and have no idea what it means to be a Coney Islander.
Okay. The next 3 people is going to be Jennifer Thorpe Moscone, Robin Lynch, Marie Laville Shazada. Please step up. Thank you.
I'll try not to repeat what's been said already, but I do want to emphasize that with or without the casino, we have to reject this plan. Demapping the streets would force several beloved small businesses to shut down, which would be a tragic loss for the community. We love our small businesses, and if anything, we want more of them, not fewer. Granting air rights would permit buildings completely out of character and scale for the neighborhood, looming like a grotesque monolith above all else. We should not permit this, and instead we should keep the character of our neighborhood intact. Now, to the casino. The casino would, by design, create a structure designed to keep people inside, giving their money to the already rich, rather than supporting our local small businesses. It would destroy our culture. To close due to affordability. It would also increase property taxes, forcing many local residents out of their homes, and force those who rent in the neighborhood to not be able to afford that either. To be clear, those in the community sharing my perspective are not saying that we want nothing built. We want more small businesses and other additions that would improve the neighborhood. A movie theater, a bowling alley, more affordable restaurants. Look to what Industry City has done with its vacant lots. They created spaces for small local artists, vendors, and food and drink establishments, as well as spaces that can host events like the New York Hot Sauce Festival, book fairs, and food festivals. All of these would add to the culture in the neighborhood rather than harming it. All of these which a casino cannot say. Please, community board, if you truly love this community, say no to the casino, no to the demapping, and no to the request for air rights. Thank you.
Marie? Yes.
Hi everyone, my name is Marie Marvel-Shazada. I'm a community organizer. I also have a community nonprofit over here in Altadena Community Services, which is on Mermaid and 17. I first want to ask, for those Dina Wheel and Coney Island, USA, I'm not against you, I understand what you're saying, but I want to ask you this. What have you offered the community? What job trainings? What community investment have you made? What is your starting salary? Why haven't you sat down with the Coney and collaborate with for the community, the people out here? I have a nonprofit. I have children who have disabilities. Can we come to you? You haven't come to me. Now, for the Coney. Coney Island is a great community, but there's a huge divide. There's a difference. It literally reminds me economically and culturally segregated area. In layman's term, it is a poor black community. From Stillwell to West 36. I dare you guys to walk down with me from Brighton all the way to West 36 and you will see the divide. This week, we celebrated Martin Luther King, and yes, I will say, there is a difference. Us black people who are in the NYC houses don't even know about the Coney. You guys in Community Board 13 has failed to let people in the NYC houses know. Because I am the one walking from school, from building to building to building, talking to people, from small shops, talking to people, and they want it. I have a family business, I have a few family businesses out here. They're not making money. Right now, I've walked into so many businesses, nobody is there. We only make money 2 months out of the year. What do you guys have to offer us? We used to have a movie theater, to the last lady who was here, on West 29, which is now Pastor Ebony's church. There used to be hotels on West 8, on West 31st, which used to turn to a hospital. There's nothing there now. Okay. What are you guys doing?
Thank you very much. The next three, please, no cross conversations. Follow the rules. Let's be adults here. Okay, the next three people are going to be Julia Danley, Deborah Packer, Rachel Elizabeth Morrison.
Deborah Packer?
Robin, you were on the line? Okay, go ahead.
Oh, no.
Robin, she was on the line.
Hi, I'm Robin, and I'm a born and raised Brooklynite who loves Coney Island. I will say, I live near it, I'm not in it, so those who have their residential concerns will be able to speak it better than I will. I'm just going to talk about my attachment to the music district, and I do not want the casino, and having attended the previous hearings, it seems like the majority of the community doesn't want it either, again, based on those hearings. I stand by those who are concerned about increased crime, congestion, and other safety concerns that this casino would bring to their doorstep. And I can speak for myself and my entire family when I say this development would drive us all away, and we would have to break our tradition of going here every summer for decades and generations. This is supposed to be a place for families to make memories, and a casino is not a family-friendly solution to bringing people to the amusement district and Coney Island altogether. In short, I think you're going to be driving people like me away, not luring me. I do also find issue with the design being built over top the Coney Island USA building, which hides it rather than exposing it and prevents people from even recognizing that it's there. And I feel that they've done more to preserve Coney Island's history than Fort Equities has or ever will. I'd rather stick to getting a white painted car on the Wonder Wheel to see the view that it has to offer and help us preserve the amusement district. And I greatly appreciate you considering the wishes of fellow New Yorkers like me. Thank you.
Next three, Julia Danley, Deborah Packer, Rachel Elizabeth Morrison. After that, it's going to be Benjamin Myerson, Kyoji Shiriyangi, and Brooke Crowley. So get yourself prepared.
Hi, my name is Deborah Packer, and I've been in Coney Island for a very long time. Very long time. I graduated from Abraham Lincoln High School in the 70s, the early 70s, that is. So I remember that, and the lots are gone. You can walk down 15th Street, and what do you see? You might think that you're on Park Avenue. The thing is that Coney Island has changed over the years. Coney Island will continue to change, whether you want it to or not. It is going to change. These big buildings that are here, did they ask you about that? Did they ask you your permission? At least, the Coney is asking you. They're asking you, so they're saying, let us sit down and let's see what we can do together. Someone mentioned about being together. So being together, that's what you want something, then speak what you want. Okay, standing here and yelling and hollering and things like that, no, yes, just if you say no, no means no, you're getting nothing. All right. We don't know what you might get, but you have to at least give it a chance. The conversation needs to be had. Thank you.
No clapping. No good. No good. Well, everybody's going to get a gold star here at the end of the evening.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rachel Elizabeth Morrison, and I just celebrated my 37th year in Coney Island. This is not directed to the developers who are not capable of caring about us due to their greed and deceitfulness, both taught and inherited. It is not for the people who continually betray their own self-interest and community to rally behind toxicity. Nor is it for anyone that can be bought. These individuals are beyond help. When the systems that protect them fall, they will receive the consequences they deserve. This is for the people, the salt of the earth, those who hold the spirit of Coney Island within them and nurture it. Remember who you are. Remember what you descend from. Remember that most of the wealthy and powerful use the same systems these developers are against you every day. Remember that all skin folk ain't kinfolk, and I'm talking to everybody in this room, and I say that. Everybody in this room. Use your discernment. Understand and navigate their protocols and regulations. Stay above board. Honor your contracts. Know when corrective actions are required and use them with discretion. Don't become your enemy. Don't allow your trauma to make you a traumatizer. Be better, heal, and atone. Put the differences that you can, because we can't put all of them, aside. To those who may feel lost and alone in this world, because for some, the people raised closest to us understand that's the least. Believe that the community you belong to is waiting for you and will make itself known to you. For now, protect and defend the one that you're in. No to the Coney Island.
Benjamin Myerson, Kyoji, and Brooke Crowley.
Good evening. I am here today primarily as a teacher who's taught in Coney Island for the last 14 years. I'm here to speak about the future of the almost 2,000 children and adults that I have taught in Coney Island. Most of my students' first jobs are in the amusement parks. Their after-school walks usually bring them to the beach. Their eyes light up when they learn about the rich history that exists in the space around them, a history which has already been allowed to have shadows cast over it by structures that aren't designed for everyone's access or enrichment. I think we can all agree that Coney Island needs more jobs, financial stability, access to emergency services, safety, accessibility, and crime reduction, all crucial investments to the future. These investments, however, will not be ascertained by the construction of a casino. In reality, they will be significantly hindered for the foreseeable future by the demolition of more of that history and the eventual construction of a place that has been statistically and historically shown to cause no long-term benefits to communities. We need to think about the future of young adults and children, a future that will be undeniably impacted by the construction of an establishment whose primary function is to generate revenue for itself. The future of Coney Island's youth should not be an investment in a massive structure that disconnects them from more of their history and limits their accessibilities and opportunities, but an investment in them, their enrichment, and more resources for their benefit. The last thing we need is to cast another shadow on the future by making a mistake today. We create a better future by reflecting on past mistakes and changing how we move forward. Let's teach our youth and our children by our example that we can learn from the mistakes of the past and create a better future for everyone. Let's not give away more of what rightly belongs to everyone. Let's not choose financial profit today while so many are afraid of what will be there for them tomorrow.
Good evening, members of the community board. My name is Koichi. I live on Mermaid and West 15th Street, a block and a half away from this proposed casino. I want to tell you that I grew up as a child in the 90s, and I was always disgusted with Joe Camel advertisements. And tonight, tonight, you, as community board members, have the ability to take a step in the right direction in killing our local version of Joe Camel. This casino developer has dressed kids up in t-shirts for the Coney. Some of the children have been as young as 4 years old. To me, this marketing of using kids to advertise for a proposed casino is disgusting. I went and got a master's degree in journalism, and I used to teach a class for marketing. And I know when someone is targeting young people for an addictive product like gambling. And that is what this is. You cannot welcome Joe Camel into your neighborhood. That is disgusting. And the lobbyist, Dominic Recchia, who said, well, we took casino off the shirts. We just put the Coney on the shirts. So we're not putting a casino ad on kids. We're just calling it the Coney. That is deceptive. That is completely wrong. And you know it.
That's it. That's it, again. Quiet, please.
We have Brooke County. Brooke, you're not here?
No. The next three, quiet, please. Have a little respect for me. Maria Navarro, Ben Falding, Ed Barnas, or Barnas. Are you Ben? Ed? Go ahead, Ed.
I come here not as a resident of the island, but as a habituee of Coney Island. I've been coming here in the 50s when I was a kid. I remember walking to the cool sand under the boardwalk to get to the hot sand. I participated in the Mermaid Parade. I've been to many shows at Coney Island, USA. I enjoy the ambiance that comes to the boardwalk, even in winter, for the atmosphere and the people that are there. Here at the Mermaid Parade and other events around. I've even marched with a group in front of City Hall years ago against FOR Equities and their plans to destroy it because they decayed through benevolent neglect. The proposal before the board to demap these 3 streets is hard. It's going to reduce the emergency access to the beach and the boardwalk. If you knock it out, you know, you've only got the street in front of the roller coaster, because on the other side it's a walk, then the ball field. It's going to make things difficult and dangerous for people. So that is why I respectfully request that the vote to demap the streets will be voted down. Thank you.
Okay, the next 3 people is Jesse Newman, Catherine Kosh, and Joe Packer. The 3 after that will be Keith Super, and somebody just gave me the initials there, CB, whoever they are, and Marissa Solomon, the next 3.
All right, let's talk about FOR Equities. Excuse me, I'm sorry. FOR's unprincipled chairman, Joseph Sid, is currently being sued for millions and millions by multiple stakeholders for defaulting on loans on separate failed properties, with multiple properties going into foreclosure and monetary default in the last 6 months alone. Google it, East Harlem. These developers, they're silent investors and middlemen, get paid through shell companies to construct these properties. They have no lasting stakes in the property's long-term success. They get out of Dodge and move on to their next vampire project. Consider the empty high-rises at Hudson Yards, empty investment shells for foreign billionaires. Hudson Yards just rejected their own casino plan. Now let's talk about the cost of casinos. Economist Earl Grinnell, our leading independent expert on casinos, says the economic and social cost of a casino in a new area heavily outweigh some residents, adding to the area's economic and social. The gambling losses of local residents will have less money to spend on local businesses, who will lose revenue and jobs as customers will be hermetically sealed inside the casino to drain their pockets. The house always wins. Casinos spread gambling addiction, not problem gambling. Debt, bankruptcies, broken families, embezzlement, sex trafficking, and other crime. The National Council of Problem Gambling estimates 1 in 5 gambling addicts attempt suicide, a rate higher than for any other addiction. Multiple studies show that 35 to 50 of casino gambling revenue comes from pathological addicted gamblers. In other words, the casino industry's business model is dependent upon preying like vampires on people's vulnerabilities, and up to half the funds governments obtain from casinos come from gambling addicts and their families. According to the UConn School of Medicine, the growing gambling epidemic has hit our lower socioeconomic groups the hardest, and the costs are being borne by employers, civic workers, social agencies, and the healthcare system. Encouraging people to lose their money is not a solution to the economic challenges of Coney Island. We should come together. Urge your local politicians.
That's it, Jesse. That's it, Jesse. Catherine.
Hi all, my name is Catherine and I am a special education teacher in a public school in District 75 in Brooklyn. I felt so moved listening at the past 2 community board hearings that I signed up to speak as well. I am here on behalf of my slice of life, a teacher and her 12 smart, funny, amazing special education students to allow a microcosmic glimpse into one of the many ways that Coney Island shapes our lives. Thanks to the Community Mayors Organization, we went to the New York Aquarium in October, and afterwards we ate lunch at Nathan's. It was a chilly day, and I distinctly recall talking with my students about how beautiful Coney Island is at any time of the year. All of us, with our hot dogs or crinkle fries in hand, all of us grateful to have such a unique place for us to go to in the middle of a school day, no less. Just a simple bus ride away. I promised, as long as they work hard and act responsibly, that I would bring my students back in June for another trip to Dino's Wonderwheel Park. To be honest, I am scared of heights, but I can't say no when my students ask me to go up on that Wonder Wheel with them, holding my hands as we all laugh and scream. That view is like no other. You can see the city, our city, and all of what makes Coney Island, Coney Island. That gorgeous beach, the busy cars, trains, and buses, our historical buildings and boardwalk, And if you squint, you can see all the people that make up our iconic Coney Island. A casino does not belong in that view. A casino does not belong in our community. My students are New Yorkers who deserve to grow up with Coney Island, not Casino Island. We have a historic destination here. We have loving, diverse communities here. We have homes, careers, lives here. To demolish and demap Coney Island in the name of empty promises is to turn your back on the people of Coney Island who are already here. Coney Island is already here and it has a future. In June, I will be up on top of that marvelous Wonder Wheel in one of those swinging red or blue cars if I know my students, and I hope to look out knowing that our community stuck together and that our Coney Island is safe from billionaire developers and people who do not care about preserving, conserving, or respecting our home. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me and the countless other community members say no casino.
Say that. Joe?
First of all, thanks Community Board for having this meeting. It's very important as community activists that we do just explore things and open it up to our community and make sure they're informed. And this gives us an opportunity to do that. As a lifelong resident of Coney Island and an active community advocate for over 6 decades, I am compelled to express my enthusiastic support for the Coney Island Project. It holds immense promise for our community, offering a myriad of benefits that are urgently needed. Coney Island faces significant challenges, from traffic congestion during the summer months to an aging infrastructure that requires immediate action. These issues have long hindered our community's potential for growth and prosperity. The Coney Island presents a crucial opportunity to address these challenges head-on with substantial private investment. The projected billions of dollars to private funding will not only revitalize our infrastructure, including roads, bridges, subways, our boardwalk, and ferries, but also create a wealth of job opportunities and job training programs tailored for local residents. This infusion of resources will breathe new life into our economy. You want me to wait till you finish? I can wait. No, that's no problem. You hold the clock?
Thank you, community board.
Future, build that shit. We speak up there, Chairman.
Go ahead, Joe. Continue on.
This infusion of resources will breathe new life into our economy, providing much needed support for our community-based organizations and enhancing social services that are vital to our residents. Furthermore, the investment in public education, because I'm an educator, after-school programs and scholarships, which we gave at least 20 when we have a local organization. Hopefully we can get a lot more from the Coney for college will empower our youth and prepare them for successful futures. As someone who has witnessed the struggles and the aspirations of our community firsthand, I firmly believe that these investments are essential for our long-term growth and prosperity. In conclusion, the Coney has been actively engaged in supporting the Coney Island community even before fully being established themselves. They have proved to be honest brokers. This kind of proactive, good faith involvement has been incredible value because, especially in the building trust and positive relationship within our community, the Coney Project is not just an opportunity but a lifeline for Coney Island. It represents a collaborative effort between private investors and our community.
Joe, I gave you an extra 20 seconds because of the interruption.
No, it was already over. The clock was already over.
It represents a collaborative effort between private investors and our community to create substantial growth, improve quality of life, and foster.
And they started the Coney Island Development Corporation. So my whole point is this. This has been a plan forever. Not just Joe Sitz, right? This has been the city's plan. If anyone knows, we know for sure whose ideal it was. It was a man named Horace Bullard, which was my complexion. But they didn't let it happen, right? So now that it's on the way, it's because it's a part of the plan. All the new development, all the new infrastructure work, it's a part of the plan. Now, I haven't heard anyone mention, that's on the opposing side, about that $200 million. That's what happens. This book goes down. Right? replace it with? What do you replace it with? I hear everyone saying no. What do we replace it with? Are you willing to take your organization and share it with the people? I don't see half of you people when somebody get murdered down there in Coney Island marching. You understand? I see a lot of people on the Mermaid Avenue Parade. The Mermaid Avenue Parade, right? People are walking down there scantily clad. Do you think we want our children to see that? No. I'm gonna get off the mic. You think we want our children to see that? But we have accepted it. So we need to accept the Coney for what they're proposing to do for our nation.
Okay, next we have is Marissa Solomon.
It's very clear that the casino developer has no real community support for his plans to replace Coney Island with a massive casino from those that actually live right across the street from where he wants to build this. This is also evident by the over 7,000 people who have now signed our petition against the casino. And this is why, despite his lies about community outreach, there was not even one phone call made to any of the 6,000 residents in Luna Park houses right across the street from the proposed casino site. What can he possibly tell us when every street we have to... There was no outreach to the Coney Island USA organization who sponsors the annual Mermaid Parade and whose historic buildings would be swallowed up by the massive casino towers. And you know, they try to tell us that this is just business, but this is not business. Business in America is supposed to be you build something and you compete against someone else who built something. But Joe Sitt hasn't built anything. Instead, he's destroyed many historic buildings in Coney Island. No, what Joe Sitt wants is for city government and the community board to rig the rules in his favor again with the street demapping, just as they were previously rigged in his favor with the rezoning in 2009. Joe Sitt doesn't want to compete in business. Instead, he is asking government to pick winners and losers and to make his property more valuable at the expense of the investments others have made in the community. Investments like that made by the Vuderis family, who have run the Wonder Wheel Park through thick and thin. Investments made by Zamperla, who opened Luna Park. Investments made by those who built the new residence along Surf Avenue. And the investments and contributions made by thousands of residents and generations of families who have made Coney Island their home. The duty of the community board is to represent the interests of the entire community. The only way for the community board to uphold its duty is to say no to the casino. Thank you.
Okay, the next three people to speak is Katie Dobbins, Jeff Morton, Rob Williams. Don't see them? Okay. The next three is James Pettis, Bailey Keelis, and Obsidian.
My name is Bailey Kellis. I am a Brooklyn resident. I am not someone just randomly coming in here to help line a billionaire's pockets. I know some might take me less seriously due to the fact that I'm asked, but here's something that I take very seriously. The children of Coney Island, especially those in the school right across the street from the proposed casino area. This point was raised on the 15th at the last meeting. Children who live there and walk past there to get to and from school will be exposed to addictions of gambling, alcohol, and an increase in drug use. Somebody here mentioned how children can't get into the casino. I can promise you the minute they turn 18, they're going to be stealing from their parents' wallets and running in there. There is no security heavy enough to stop the heavy risk of intoxicated, disorderly gamblers harassing them as well, day, night, year-round. Coney Island has been a destination and home for families with the amusement park and beach. Drive all of them out. Once the novelty of this casino wears off, you'll just have a $200 million loss of a deserted building. Because Thor Equities is a billionaire, they're going to take the money and run and leave Coney Island with nothing. No jobs, No extra help around the community, nothing. Vote no on the demapping, vote no on the casino. Thank you.
Okay, that's the end of our public session, and I want to thank all the speakers. Thank you. Now you can applaud. Thank you. Okay, that's it. Now we're going to have elected officials speak, or the representatives. Let's call on State Senator Scarlett Banton, Rep. Olga Fiore.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Happy New Year. I represent New York State Senator Jessica Scarlett-Frampton, and I have a couple of announcements to make. Property tax season is here, and we want to remind you that the deadline to apply or recertify for senior citizen homeowner exemption and disabled homeowners exemption will be March 17th, 2025. We're going to have an event Thursday, February 6th, from 1 to 4 at the Coney Island Library. Okay, so if you're interested in that, please give us a call. If you haven't recertified yet, you would want to come down, and but you need a valid photo ID and a copy of your 2023 tax returns. Okay, second event. We have an annual Black History Month event, Black Excellence in Schools, and in partnership with Congressman Hakeem Jeffries. And this is happening February 28th at 6 p.m. at the YMCA. So you can nominate students, scholars, teachers, faculty to be recognized at this event. You can respond to us by Emmanuel@nysenate.gov or call our office at 718-484-3216. Nominations accepted until February 17th. I do have flyers on the back table, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Olga. Okay, the next person in the elected office positions is Controller Sergey Truptrick. Sergey here?
Sergey here? No. But is he here now? No.
Okay. Well, no questions. Okay. The next person will be Erica Kaufman from Councilmember Enid Vernikoff's office.
Good evening and Happy New Year. I'll make this really quick. I actually have something good to announce that our office just found out about today. There is an app that you can now freeze your EBT card when not in use to prevent any unauthorized transactions. I know there have been a lot of scams going around. So there's a barcode and there's a website. It's www.ebtedge.com to download the app. I have left the barcodes in the back over there. If anybody needs the website, you can contact our office at any time and we'll provide it. It's a really good safety tool to have. And we're working on a couple of events for the spring and we'll let everybody know. That's it.
Thank you, Erica. Next representative is Zanira Ahmed from Councilmember Justin Brannan's office.
Hi everyone, good evening. Thank you to Community Board 13 for having me. My name is Zanira Ahmed. I'm Deputy Chief of Staff for Councilman Justin Brannan. I have cards here that have our office information. We just moved to 1915 Mermaid Avenue. So if you or someone you know needs assistance with city agencies, you can always reach out. I also have flyers in their back for our ice skating event. We did this in December. Over 300 kids came one day and then over 400 kids came the other day. So we're expecting a huge turnout. Kids are off from school this week. It's February 18th and 19th from 8 to 11 at the Abe Stark ice skating rink. Thank you.
Thank you, Zanira. The next representative, Brooklyn Borough President's Office, Hassan Chaudhary.
Hello, good evening everyone. Hassan here from Borough President Vinoso. Just two announcements in order of importance. I think they have applied to all of Brooklyn, but including CB13. The application for the capital funding is open. So, you know, if you have any ally in the non-profit space, public school, city agencies too, you know, you can apply for capital funding. It's just for like big projects, for the construction of big projects. So the deadline is Feb 20th. Please let everyone know. The application for the capital funding from the BP office is separate from the city council. So a lot will get like confused between the two. Same money. It's funny how the money is classified, but it's a two different application process. Second, some of you may be from CB13, some may not be, but it applies to all of you. The community board application is open. The deadline is Feb 14th. We have been making very concerted effort to make sure that young people are adequately represented and their presence is felt in these rooms. So we have the 2 spots open just for the young people between the age of 16 and 18, really. So we lower down the age from 18, bring them here. They just need to apply. That's it. They don't need to have like a 2-page resume. Just need to apply. So yeah, application is Feb 14. Please spread the word. Thank you.
I have a question, my son. Have you advertised that 16-year-old application, you know, that they can do to high schools?
Across Brooklyn, yeah. All this, you're welcome to add more schools to the list.
You can get it at Cheapside Bay?
Yeah. Yeah?
So send it out to Cheapside Bay and let them.
Yeah, I will let the office representatives.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please spread the word. Thank you.
Okay. Before we go on to the next item, I just want to thank the 60th precinct very much for them being here. Give them a big hand. Okay, they got an extremely hard job. Okay, extremely hard job. Thank you. Okay, the next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes. Got a second? Joanne seconded. Barbara, give you a minute. Okay, 2 minutes. Okay, roll call.
Anthony Batista. Yes or no? Demetrius Brown. Yes. Gabriel Linda. Keisha Allen. Yes. Patricia Brown. Yes. Deborah Carter. Yes. Marion Cleaver. Yes. Joe Perez. Yes. Charlie Davis. Luisa Diaz.
Yes.
Rowena Demalova. Jennifer Dublin. Yes. Mohammed Al-Nagar. Susan Fleischer. Alda Ford. Yes. Tosh Graham. Yes. Selena Grant. Yes. Ron Greenberg. Yes. Ilham Hanif.
Yes.
Linda Harrison. Yes. Jeannie Hernandez.
Yes.
Amaryllis Herrera. Yuri Krasner. Yes. Angela Kravchenko. Yes. Elena Martin. Yes. Minnie Antita. Yes. Mark Murnick. Mark. Yes. Sleep. Me too. Maria Montalvo.
Yes.
Alan Newman.
Yes.
Pat O'Brien.
Yes.
Robin Harrison. Yes. Nadra. Yes. Milagros Willis. Sam Rakowski.
Yes.
Leonard Maurice Robinson.
Yes.
Michael Russo.
Yes.
Jeffrey Stanor.
Yes.
Fran Schwartz. Tatiana Siegel. Yes. Sylvester.
Yes.
Michael Silverman.
Yes.
Pat Singer. Sheila Small.
Yes.
Vladislav Spector.
Yes.
Jack Subin.
Yes.
Dennis Figueres.
Yes.
Joanne White. Yes. Annette Leslie. Yes. Sidra Zapar. So the red line is on
let's move on to the next part of the meeting. Chairperson's report. We would like to thank Sam Moore and the Coney Island YMCA for allowing us to meet there earlier this month. We would also like to thank the 60th Precinct Community Affairs Officers, Neighborhood Coordination Officers, and Auxiliary Officers for ensuring our safety at our meetings. The Parks Department is working on removing the sand that has accumulated on the boardwalk near Corbin Place and on Bayview Avenue near West 35th Street. The office did not receive any complaints about snow removal or icy streets after this weekend's snowfall. The Department of Sanitation did a good job. Let's give them a hand. That ends my report. Eddie Mark, district manager's report.
It looks like they took my chair, so I have to stand up there. Real quick, Happy New Year. As you know, they had a New Year's Day plunge over at Coney Island. There was over 10,000 people that jumped in, I guess, and they raised over $90,000. And we don't know what the final number is, but they did a great job. Also, as our chairperson said, thank you very much for being cooperative with YMCA. It was a difficult time moving people around, and for us, another thing that we have that's coming up, we have a license meeting coming up. We also have a housing meeting coming up in February. You will get those announcements. I'm not going to say anything more because we have a long agenda. Chinese New Year's next Wednesday. The kids are off. Gong Hei Fat Choi, and Happy New Year.
Correspondence and communications, Milagros? Nothing? Okay. And the treasurer's report, we'll be doing it next month. Okay. Now let's move on to the committee reports. Now, before the committee report on the de-mapping, okay, we had a public hearing back on January 9th, and there were some issues with some community board members who spoke on the ULURP. The following three members, and I reviewed the video very, very carefully a few times. Pat O'Brien gave a comment. Maria Matavaro asked a question, Lucy Mahuika Diaz gave a comment, and Linda Harrison gave a comment. And this was against the bylaws that are in CB13 that are public hearings. Community board members can only ask questions and no comments. So I'm going to ask Lucy Mojica Diaz, will she relinquish her vote tonight?
Chairman Sanor and members of the board, what I stated on January 9th was not an opinion. Wasn't an opinion. But I will relinquish my vote in order for these proceedings to move on. And I hope that my fellow members do the right thing. Thank you.
I have to tell you that Pat O'Brien also did make a comment, but he also emailed that he has relinquished his vote too. Now, Linda Harrison, I will ask you too to get it on the record. Will you relinquish your vote on tonight's ULA?
I relinquish my vote.
Thank you. Okay, let's move on to the committee report. Sam?
Okay, we have a pretty sensitive topic coming up.
Thank you for the minutes, Barbara. All right, thank you everybody for coming this evening. We had a lot of testimonies, emotions, opinions, facts, data, and feelings about the issues. All right, the presentation, we had a beautiful presentation with the presenters. Talk about the job creation, $200 million trust fund, year-round, and the economic boost. We also had issues about Wonder Wheel being blocked, history of a family-oriented place, crime, gambling addiction, and also traffic. So you heard both sides about the mapping. The committee, we all in this together. The committee, there was 7, no.
Please.
Now, okay, what happens
No
is this,
clapping,
right?
please.
The committee votes, not the committee members vote. But the committee voted no, 7 no's, 2 yeses, 1 abstain.
Okay, since this was already a motion from the committee, we don't need the motion. We need to vote. We need discussion on the motion.
Listening to everything that's been going on from the yes and the no, and I know it's time sensitive for the next process. I move to amend, we put it to the side.
No, Mike?
Do I need the mic?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, this is, I know everyone's gonna be upset. Now, I just learned some things this week that I didn't know before. Like everyone's saying, there's a lot of new things going on. I know what the committee said, so I move that we lay it to the side, or we vote it in with conditions. We have the ability to do that. I don't feel, no, it's a motion. I know, the ULURP is done, but I'm just asking, it's a one shot to do it. That's why I'm moving. No 1 second, it's dead. But I just want to say that, that's it.
What
Thank
happens,
you so much.
This is a ULURP process. The committee board votes, it goes to board president, city planning, the city council.
I thank you.
Any other discussions?
No, let's take the vote.
So now,
On the motion that was,
There is no second. There is no second.
it's done. It's done. That's what I'm saying. So,
what happens?
no, let's take a vote on the motion. That was
You don't take a
the
vote on the
motion that was
No,
at
there was
the
no
land
second.
use committee.
Okay, so now let's make it clear what's going to be happening now, right?
Okay?
If you're voting yes, you voted for the mapping. So you can vote yes, no, abstain, or recuse.
There's no motion on the discussion? There's no discussion on the motion?
Okay.
Chairman, could you repeat the motion that we're voting on?
Wait, but there's discussion on the motion from the committee.
Chair, repeat the motion.
Okay. The motion was, to be clear one more time. No, the motion was to approve. Okay. The motion was, let me read it one more time. Again, the motion was to approve a private application for the mapping action. Approval of the requested applicant action would facilitate development of a 1.3 million square feet, gross square feet, multi-use development, including a gaming facility, convention center, hotel, event space, parking, and other amenities to the Coney Island neighborhood of Brooklyn. So the motion was to approve, one more time, I want to be clear. The motion was to approve the application. But now, when the motion came from the board, the committee itself, the committee voted no, which means it said 7 said no, 2 said yes, and 1 said abstain. So now again, the motion is to approve. So if you vote yes, you're saying yes for the mapping. If you vote no, you're saying no for the mapping. Everybody's clear.
Discussion on the motion.
Let's open it up for the motion to be discussed. Elena?
I don't know, probably I don't need a microphone. Okay? And we receive very few answers. Okay. So, but I want to start from something else. Everyone who is speaking during any kind of community board discussion, people usually start, what is Coney Island for them? I have never told this story publicly, but let me start from this story. On September 11, 1992, my family came to the United States. My two daughters, my husband, and I. In 3 days, our relatives came to pick us up and promised us to show us something very nice and very American. And they brought us to Coney Island. The first picture I ever take in the United States, the first picture I ever sent to my parents who were there still, the first picture I sent to my friends were my kids standing next to Vanderbilt. This is my Coney Island. This is Coney Island I cherish. This is Coney Island. This is my America. And coming up is the project that's going to destroy my Coney Island. I'm not going to let it. But let me say something very useful. I found flyer posted at Brighton Beach Avenue. Okay, flyer from casino people. Next time, please do not post on street furniture. It's illegal. Okay, I did not report it this time, but next time, Mark and I will report. Okay. So it has a lot of lines. Actually, it has changed. It used to be the first line was about job. Now the first line is about the promise. The golden promise of 200 million.
Amen.
Promise is
One
promise.
shot deal.
Okay,
like
promise
when we
is
go
promise.
to the HRA office,
Until I
one shot
see
deal.
binding document.
Quiet.
Until I see binding document, it's still a promise. After they talk about jobs. Probably I would never forget our public hearing when one of the board members asked about jobs. She asked a very simple question. Tell me about jobs, what percentage of jobs local people will have, what the average pay, and on and on. We got two answers. The first answer was very PR answer. It's going to be great jobs, quality jobs. So 20 minutes later, they realized they did not give an answer. Somebody else came and said, it's going to be all union jobs, $30 per hour. So I'm expecting table to be placed on Surf Avenue with the sign for unions, because it doesn't work this way. There are no jobs, any kind of jobs for $30 per hour. But I watched presentation developers did in city planning on December 16, 2024. This is part of racial equality report, okay, about upcoming jobs in gambling industry. It says anticipated job 3,772, average pay 25,000 per year. So I believe so great PR, great props. But let me go back to this slide. Job training. This is kind of topic very special to me. Unfortunately, Alec Proprasny left, and he would second that I drove him crazy with trade school. Everyone who knows me, they know I constantly speak about trade school in Coney Island. I spoke to all elected officials. I asked them to find an investor because it's a business. And I even said, because of my previous experience, I would volunteer to fill out all the papers for the state education department, okay? But Ali Brooke-Krasner's supplement started conversation about job training 2 years ago. Nothing is being done. They said during the land use committee that they are planning to start construction in 2026. Do they need people to learn trade? They promised job for Coney Island. They promised so much. Where is the job training? Also, there are my lines. More parking. More parking. If they hold, I'm not lying, yeah, more parking. If they hold environmental study, they said it's going to be about 1,000 cars looking for parking in addition to their garage.
Okay, thank you.
This is discussion.
Thank you.
Elena. One more line, okay?
One more line.
This is advocating for casino all the time and talking about prosperity of businesses. Let me read some. Some businesses might be forced to relocate, some local businesses might be forced to relocate because of higher rent and decline in demand. Thank you.
Okay. Sheila? Sheila, go to the podium, please.
For more than 65 years. I've been to so many hearings, I can't tell you how many hearings that I've been to. Okay, a lot of people, none of y'all are out there when they took away our Dwayne Reed. We don't even have a pharmacy. You understand? When they came over here, we had Roberta Wright, we had Matthew Jones, we had 3 Rite Aid, okay, sorry, we had 3 movie theaters and plenty of space for entertainment and social events. All of these things now are a thing of the past. Even this community board has to find a place for us to have meetings because they don't have a place. Okay, so we need to sit back and agree sometimes to disagree, to listen sometimes. And I want to correct that sister that got up here. I'm going to tell you about Dennis. Okay, my brother worked for him when he was 14 years old. Okay, so don't come here and saying that the people from the Wonder Wheel don't help the people in Coney Island, because he does. Anytime I need anything, I go to them. I go, to all of the merchants that are in Coney Island, and we all have a very good relationship. So don't never say that he does not do, because Dennis does. Okay, I get offended when people stand up and lie, or they just don't know the truth. And the truth is, I've been here long enough to understand that we're being given an olive branch. What are y'all giving us? The ones that tell me, don't do it, don't do it. You got some money? What do you have for us? We don't have anything for our children left behind. Okay? And we're talking about, well, developers, this is what we need. I'm going to tell you what I am. I am living proof that community agreements work. I've been a part of the Downtown Brooklyn Neighborhood Association for over 7 years and stood right next to Mr. Cohen from the baseball field in a suite right next to him that is owned by the company that I'm a part of. So don't say that things don't work, okay? Because you got all these big buildings, you ain't inviting nobody up in them. You understand? Okay, all we see is what are they giving us on the 15th Street? They built those big buildings. What they gave the community?
You should have voted against
what did they give it? Okay, so we voted against the shelter. You see it standing, don't you? The people not bothering nobody. We're saying we don't want this, but when you turn around, it's there. So please, listen up. Everybody has an opinion. Let's respect one another enough to think. If we have an olive branch, reach out and see what it's about before you say no. Because when you're saying no, you're closing the door on everything, and I don't see any other monies coming from anywhere else.
Thank you, Jill. Okay, any other further discussions in the community board? Lenny?
I was born and raised here in Brooklyn. My family comes from Brownsville. The one thing that I can't ignore, I live in the Brighton Beach part of the community. They don't want for anything. I can get anything I want on Brighton First, Ocean Parkway. I can get anything I need.
There you go.
When I walk into Coney Island, I can't even get back from the West 30s.
I had to walk on Neptune Avenue one time. The 36 didn't come. And I'm disabled. My access ride didn't come, so I'm listening to the people that live in Coney Island. What do they have? And when you say no again, that's why I wanted to put it to the side and give it one thought. If they're going to bring money into the community, there has to be, wait, he's shaking your head. They fixed the things in Cary Garden. Yes? The basketball court? No? Someone says yes, someone says no.
Yes, they do.
They're helping out at the school Liberation and Our Lady of Solace. They're putting water fountains in. Is that a yes?
Yes.
All right. I didn't know these things until I investigated it. So the only thing I want to say to you is I'm really concerned about the folks who look like me who's been living in Coney Island. I come from Brownsville. Brownsville and Coney Island, never had high school. And when I was on the education committee, I said, if they put a tech school in Coney Island, it'd be great. So the same thing in Brownsville. I really have some druthers about this. And I just can't just say, no, if that $200 million is a promise or it's real. I don't have $200 million. So that's all I have to say, it's too much to just say no right away.
There you go. Only get water fountains, not job training.
What do we run for?
I guess I'm the last person that's going to be speaking.
I raised my hand, Chair.
I didn't see you.
Okay, well, I did,
Okay.
and I would like to be recognized.
I didn't see you.
Thank you.
I'm going to be speaking on the grandparents here. I'm speaking to their kids that are going to be here. I have lived in the area in Seagate and Brighton Beach for almost 50 years. The kids from Lincoln High School and from Grady, they tend to gather at the Dunkin' Donuts, okay, on Neptune Avenue. And there's always been a problem over there. So what these kids are going to do now, if there's a casino built, they're going to be going to the casino. They'll be tapping out their parents' debit cards, their credit cards, okay? No? Please. I've had personal experience with this, okay? Okay, I've had personal experience with this here. Okay? So, as a chairperson of CB13, I don't want to leave a legacy, okay, of this type of predatory gambling for the youth. Thank you.
You have to be a certain age to get a casino.
Take away my vote, you can't take away my vote. And many know me that won't happen. I want to remind you people, I was chair here a few years ago. Our sick, thank you very much, I love you too. Our sister agencies have not seen any type of increase. Parks Department, Fire Department, Police Department, Sanitation Department, to hold the amount of people that they want to bring to this community. With the illegal vendors will continue, will be increasing, okay? Because we haven't stopped them. Excuse me, I got off my notes. So I also want to repeat once again, the taxes. I am a property owner, okay? And while it's not going to happen today, it's not going to happen tomorrow, it's probably not going to happen the first year. But my property taxes will go up. We have seniors here that many, not I, because I plan to sell my house in a few years because of other reasons, but we have seniors that don't want to leave their property and choose to stay there and give it to their grandchildren and move on from there. They're not going to be able to do that because their property taxes are going to increase. We have been hit with one of the highest flood insurances in this community. Now, let's not speak about me just being a homeowner. We're talking about people that rent to the people here too. Their property taxes will go up. And we also have a high rate of illegal people renting here. So because they don't have a lease, your rent will go So now we want to talk about the housing, people that keep saying this is not going to affect me whatsoever. But if you're going to get a job for $12, your income is going to increase and your rent is going to increase, okay? Well, I'm just making a point. It's not so what, I'm making a point. The same way you did. Where do you get free drinks? Where do you get free food? Where do you get free hotels? Where do you lose your money? A casino. Keep in mind, Thorn Equities has been here for years. Across the street, they have an abandoned lot for 15 years. I mention this at every meeting. Build something on that lot and give it to the people in this community that will work harder for you than anyone else. But they haven't. I asked at every meeting, what is your plan B if you don't receive the license? No type of response. So, what could it bring to the community? Why they haven't responded? Because it will only bring billions to them. It won't bring billions to the community. Our high school rate, I was at a meeting of the education committee, I can't remember how long it was, maybe a few months. And they brought a woman that said, she said, you know, our high school rate in this community is low. So if it's low, these children are going to think that this is a way out to go and gamble. And maybe make a couple of dollars. Yes, you are. And I say these things, and let me finish before I with them. I say these things because I do go to casinos. And I gamble. And I enjoy that time. But I also place my, like Mr. Jeff said, I place my credit card in there. And the interest rate is not 16%, it's about 24%. And when you can't pay that, at the age of 18, let me finish, at the age of 18, your credit score will be in hell. And we all know that it's not when I was young, or most of us were young. You go to an apartment, you give them the 1 month security, you give them your 1 month rent, and you got an apartment. Without a decent credit score, you will not be able to move forward. So I please beg my fellow members to go no for this de-mapping.
All right. I'm firmly against the Coney interfering in our neighborhood. Unless these extraordinarily rich people who claim they're giving us $200 million put together an enforceable community agreement that will include at least my 6 points, and there'll be some other things I'm sure as well. I want them to fund all the public schools on the Coney Island Peninsula at the same rate as the closest charter school here in our neighborhood. This means looking at the charter school's most recent 990 and find out how much was donated that year, and then donate that amount to every school on the peninsula. That's my first point. My second point is provide a paid membership for anyone who lives on the peninsula who wants to join the YMCA for every year that the casino operates in this neighborhood. During COVID, the YMCA shut down. Paying for membership for anyone who lives here by the casino will prevent that YMCA ever shutting down again, no matter what the next catastrophe is. 3, provide funding to all the tenants associations on the peninsula in the amount that both the Coney and the tenant associations agree to. And paying and keeping that going for as long as the Coney Island, the Coney operates here in the neighborhood. 4, fund local libraries on this peninsula so that they can have additional hours and additional technologies that will provide all the residents in our community with the state-of-the-art services as long as the casinos operate here. And 5, completely fund the business improvement districts along Mermaid Avenue and Surf Avenue so that none of the local merchants have to use any of their hard-earned income to improve the streets that they operate on. This would be a wonderful gesture for the Coney to enhance the merchants of Surf and Mermaid Avenue by not having to share any of the costs. And 6, you gotta agree in an enforceable agreement that you will pay for all our legal costs if you agree to it in writing and then you don't follow through.
Sounds good.
Okay, so, and a clarifying point, the neighborhoods I consider the peninsula is Brighton, Coney, and Seagate. And, yeah. And a final opinion, I think the Coney casinos would be insane not to accept an enforceable community trust where you're telling us how the money will be spent in advance of appointing those 6 people who will be political stoolies if we don't get the agreement in writing in advance that's enforceable. And if we can get that, first of all, I think we have a much better chance of getting a license. And 2, that's something I can support. But right now, I'm totally against it. Just wanted to share that.
Thank you, Pat.
Okay, unless you're an attorney, you're gonna draft up those papers.
Sam, let's go over it one more time. So one more time, just to clarify. Oh, sorry, there's something. Please.
Hello, everybody. I wasn't going to speak, but, I am going to say this. Those that know knew that I was against the casino, right? And I said I wanted to speak, so I sat down and I spoke with them. The problem with the other side, you guys keep screaming out, no, 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 but you guys are not trying to have a conversation to see what you can get out of this.
Go ahead.
Give me my respect and let me speak. Thank you. So now with that being said, this $200 million, that conversation, that was a conversation I had with them. So that's proof that when you have a conversation, they're going to try to listen. They might tweak it a little bit, but they might listen. What I said was you should take a board of 9 people. You guys can pick 4 and take 6 local residents from Coney Island, put them on this board, create some sort of RFP, and then put some money in there and let the board decide what nonprofits and who gets that money. But they came out with this $200 million idea. Cool. They tweaked it, but it still works. It's a start. Now, you guys keep saying that the local businesses are gonna hurt. But let's be real, let's stop playing the games. What tourist gets off on Stillwell and says, well gosh, let me walk down Mermaid Avenue and go down and let me shop at the grocery store, let me get a haircut. No tourist does that. They get off.
No cross conversations, please.
They get off and they cross the street. The only grocery store that they go to is the one right across the street from Dunkin' Donuts. They got the dollar beers, that's it. And then they walk across the street. So let's cut that out. Now, did you guys bother to ask the small businesses like Bucket, that's across the street from where it's going to be built, what they feel about it? Because they for it. But you guys are saying that you guys got 7,000 signatures of people. Well, if only we can get 7,000. If you really got 7,000 people that are from Coney Island, if you can only get those people to come out and vote and turn this 4% voting rate into an 83% and more. So if you got 7,000 people, man, if they can vote, if only they can vote, if only they can support one of theirs, doesn't happen. So if you got 7,000, cool. So that's what I have to say. Give them an opportunity to have a conversation. I wasn't 100% like, yeah, they know this. I have conversations with them. They know where I stand. They know that I don't like casino. So if you don't like to kill people in your community, but then you go to East New York and you kill somebody, you're a hypocrite. Same concept. And that's where
Are you calling me a hypocrite? Are you calling me a hypocrite?
No cross conversations, please.
With your $1,000 donation for city council.
Okay? No cross conversations,
Tell me
please.
how much you raised for your councilman. 1,100. Go on the
Sam,
campaign financial.
Sam.
Slap.
All right, again, to be clear, the committee met. We heard the presentation, the committee voted no. 7 no's, 2 yeses, 1 abstain. So now we're gonna vote as a community board, which means if you vote yes, you vote yes for the mapping. If you vote no, you vote no for the mapping, and abstain, recuse, depending on your circumstances. Barbara?
Call the vote. Call me last, please.
Anthony Batista. I'm gonna have to talk up. My voice is great. My hearing is good.
Yes.
Demetrius Wow. Yes. Gabriel Blinda. Lakeisha Valley. No. Deborah Carter.
Yes.
Marion Cleaver. Joe Perez.
No.
Charlene Davis. No. Lucy Mojica Diaz.
I can't vote. That's okay. But if I could, you know what it'd be.
Yes. Lolita Duvalova. No. Jennifer Dublin.
No.
Mohammed El Nigar.
No.
Olga Fort. No. Taj Graham.
Taj? He's here. What do you vote? I can't hear you. Abstain. 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 He's abstaining. Abstain. No, he abstained.
Don't be afraid of them.
Yeah, and vote no.
Selena Grant. Ronald Greenberg. Yes. Ewan Hanif.
No.
Linda Harrison.
Relinquished.
Jeannie Hernandez.
No, those streets are for our people, not for the
No
developers.
speeches. Just a yes or no, please.
Yuri Krasner.
No.
Angela Pavchenko. No. Yelena Machnin. No. Minnie Mankita. No. Mark Murdoch.
No.
Maria Montalvo.
No.
Alan Newman.
Yes.
Robin Harrison.
Stay.
Nadra.
Yes.
Milagros Pulis. Sam Rakowski.
No.
Leonard Maurice Robertson.
Yes.
Michael Russo.
Yes.
Fran Schwartz. Tatiana Siegel.
No.
Pervez Siddiqui.
No.
Michael Silverman. Sheila Smalls.
Yes.
Vladislav Spector. Jack Subin.
Yes.
Dennis Vidaris.
No.
Joanne Weiss. No. Annette Wesley. Yes. Svetlana Zelenskaya. No. Jeff Sanoff.
No. Now I'm going to tell that person. Okay, let's move on to the next land use. Sam? The next land use was a little different. It was a building on Neptune Avenue between 22nd Street and 23rd Street by the Wayne Shelter. It was pretty much to rezone the area, the entire block, put an 18-story building, which 145 apartments. By the way, Bob, it takes 2 minutes. They usually take here, but they will email to you. Now, the rents would be for pretty much one bedrooms would vary between $11.50 to $22.50 per month. It's a flood area. The committee made a motion. Okay. The committee made a motion. They cannot speak for even better. Okay. The committee made a motion, which means motion to approve the application with recommendations. Permeable pavers, which means the pavers is the water drains through, rain garden, green roof, rental of the community space for local nonprofit organizations, and traffic study. Traffic study is actually very interesting what happened in the meeting. You know, usually what happened was what will be next? Was the traffic study done? They go, yes, it was done.
Obviously, we had sharp members that's when was it done? You know? Okay, when was it done? So we get back to you. But you guys, you know, we get back to you, that we get back to you phrase I heard many times before. We get back to you, which means kind of forget about it, hear about it, you know, God knows when. So we let them time. It turns out they have a future traffic study. But from now on, that's the reason why we had the traffic study recommendation. So anyways, the motion was made to approve the application. 5 voted in favor, 1 opposed. Any discussion of the motion? Oh, discuss the motion. Joanne? Any other discussion? Lakeisha?
The night of this meeting, when they was talking about recommendations, Jeff brought up about employment opportunities. We always talk about employment opportunities verbally, but nothing is ever written to hold them accountable. I think that should be held in this motion to approve.
So you want to make an amendment to the motion?
Yes.
Which is, what do you want to do there?
Add job opportunities for qualified residents.
Job, I mean,
I think they said it.
job.
Employment.
Oh, you.
They didn't say the community? Keisha, they didn't say the community.
They always say, but you never know.
Oh, you want to make sure it's written in stone, okay.
No, that has nothing to do with it. There's no presentation.
No, I mean,
There's no presentation. No, look, Lakeisha wants to make an amendment to the motion.
see, when would that on?
Employment opportunities to qualified residents of 11224, to be specific.
You need a second for that, right? Okay. Okay, on the vote on it? Okay, so let's, Sam? Sam? Sam, excuse me, listen. Okay, there's an amendment to the original motion, okay? So, okay, we have a second on it. Did your presentation, okay? You did your presentation, okay? Sam, you have the amendment?
Yes. Yes, we're gonna add on whatever Lakeisha Powers said.
We already had a second on it.
Oh, sorry. No. No,
Okay.
these are-
Okay, so we just turned,
How did they put the recommendations in when the committee had a meeting?
that was different because the motion was being made at that time. The motion was being made at that time.
I mean, they
Yeah.
can't complain when they don't get jobs.
Yeah.
There's nothing to run.
Yeah. Okay, so now, Sam?
Yes, so again.
Discussion.
Discussion, please.
When they want to do it, and then tell you you can't.
Yeah.
Also at the meeting, there was a concern about.
They can say it.
Correct.
Concerns, and it seems that one was said that she was misinformed, or there was some question about that. So I know Ida spoke about how if we open up the window so that they can make this change, it's open to any.
It was discussed by the presenter.
Yes, but it's my understanding that it's open up.
Right, so if you can vote it down. You vote-
You asked for discussion.
Yeah, I understand that, I understand. No, I understand that. What?
Lucy? You want Lucy's hand up or just?
Oh, yes.
Lucy, you want to speak or?
It was about that. Go ahead.
Okay, on the DMAP, on the motion for to DMAP, it was 11 in favor, 24 opposed, 8 abstentions, and the 3 that couldn't vote.
Let's have a little decorum here, please. Okay,
Chairman.
yes? No, we're just doing the motion, that was one of my...
Chairman.
Call it.
go back to the, on Neptune Avenue, next to Wind Building, to do the development there. Any other discussion at, Lucy?
I'm asking the chairman to let the people, the public know what happens after this. Because it's obviously they don't come to these meetings because I've been doing it for 30 years. So I would like you to explain what happens after this vote, sir.
Okay, after this vote, we will be sending the vote and all comments to, first I think it's the Borough Hall, okay? Please turn on the lights. Okay. City planning, okay? And people can still send in their comments, okay, to the CB office, okay? And it will all be given to the city planner, okay? Thank you.
All right, so back to the, right now we're gonna vote on this project, the motion. One last time.
Quiet, please.
We're voting.
Quiet, we're almost at the end.
Again, same way, voting yes. You're voting yes.
Discussion is closed.
Discussion closed.
Discussions closed on this matter, the new matter?
Yes,
Who closed it?
I closed it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay?
I didn't realize that you could close discussions so
Yes.
people could vote. Okay.
Thank you for coming. Let's, discussion's ready to close. Again, you're voting yes for it. No, you go no against it. Abstain, recuse, depends on your circumstances.
Call it.
No, because there's no discussion.
Committee recommended yes. Correct. With the recommendations. Okay, let's go. Barbara?
Anthony Batista. Anitra Brown. Yes. Gabriel Linda. Keisha Allen. Yes. Patricia Brown. No. Deborah Carter. Yes. Marion Cleaver. Yes. Joe Perez. Yes. Charlene Davis. Luisa Diaz.
No.
Lolita Jivalova. Yes. Jennifer Douglas.
No.
Mohammed Al-Nagar.
Yes, yes.
Olga Ford.
Olga?
Todd Graham. Yes. Anita Grant. No. Ronald Greenberg.
Yes.
Yulem Hamid.
No.
Linda Harrison. No. Jeannie Hernandez.
Yes.
Yuri Krasner. Angela Kravchenko. Elena Mockman. Yes. Minnie Nikita. Abstain. Mark Vernon.
No.
Maria Montalvo.
No.
Alan Newman.
Yes.
Pat O'Brien. Yes. Robin Harrison. Yes. Nadra. Yes. Douglas Wood. Sam Rakowski. Lennon Maurice Robertson.
Yes.
Michael Russo. Yes. Jeffrey Sandler.
No.
Fran Schwartz. Tatiana Seagull. Pervez Seagull.
No.
Michael Silverman. Sheila Small. No. Vladislav Spector. Jack Lubin. Dennis Medeiros. Joanne White. Annette Wesley. As long as those guys.
Okay, that's it. Next, licensing committee. Elena? Let's go.
They're voting on another project on Neptune Avenue.
You're gonna be the final roll call. You're next. You're next. Okay, any new business? Any old business? Okay, Elena, you're on.
Good evening again. First and foremost, I would like to thank members of the best committee of Community Board 13, Licensing Committee. You always have good time. Thank you very much, everyone. So we have one license. Yeah, not I recall sample, so invite for guests. I also bring some things. We have one application and we have some renewals. So we have new application for a new full legal license application for a Parks restaurant located in 241 Brighton Beach Avenue.
Okay, they're discussing a application for a restaurant.
Committee voted in favor. It was a motion made by Michael Silverman, seconded by yours truly. Yes in favor, 0 opposed, 0 abstention. We also have some FYIs, like renewals. One is Mustachiko Port, it's a Japanese restaurant, 3083 Brighton First Place. Renewal wine, beer, and cider, Yumi Sushi, also Japanese restaurant, Brighton, 215 Brighton Beach Avenue. Renewal community license, Soka Light Cafe, DB Aleard Restaurant, 410 Brighton Beach Avenue. Renewal
I think it was 4.
DSH Restaurant, 4059 West Bell Street, Brooklyn, New York. Renewal beer cider, Beautiful Port, TBI, Demon Snacks, Bar, Familia, Pizzeria, 1025 Port of Brooklyn, 11224. A renewal for full legal license as a Borov in Tsibanya. It's a Russian band in CB13. 4701.
More than welcome, Tricia.
4703 Mermaid Avenue. FYI again, we do not vote, we did not send letters to legal authority yet. We were waiting for a roll call for you. Wait a minute, wait.
Let it be out front.
We also have something.
All right. We're gonna try to see if we can catch these people hopping on the buses and the vans.
Because I live in another half an hour.
They're just voting on business applications right now. We could just see if we could catch them getting into the vans. So hot in here, Jim.
My bus doesn't come for 20 minutes.
Huh?
My bus isn't going to be here
Oh.
for 20 minutes.
What are you doing? Getting dinner.
Where?
I don't know.
How are you getting
Bus. Oh, walking. I think I'm walking.
to where?
Stillwell.
Okay, maybe I'll get that with you. We'll see.
It's hot. Need to cool off.
Yeah.
Okay. But we're... Oh, this way. Okay. Hey. Hold on one second. All right, let's see if we can catch these buses here. Ooh.
I don't know where we are. We're not where we came.
I know we're not where we came in. Did you have to get the sticker?
No.
Okay, I noticed some people had to go through the process of getting a sticker. Okay. Okay. Hello, replay viewers. All right, wasn't that fucking crazy, people? That was a lot. But let's see if we can catch these guys hopping into a van or a bus or something like that. They're already gone, right? They're probably already like really gone. See, something told me.
Oh, this is where I came in.
Something told me to get here early, and I'm happy I got here. Oh, there's the van. There's the van. There's the van. There's the van. This van was giving out signs. They were giving out all the giveaways. And we got Dominic Recchia. Let's say we get some words with Dominic Recchia. Let's see here. Let's see if we get some words from Dominic Recchia here. So this is the van that had the signage. All right. This is the sign. This is the van here. This is our van. The vote didn't go the way you wanted. Where do we go from here?
I think the vote went the way we wanted.
Oh, you really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a victory.
It is a victory.
Yes, the people have spoken, and
Yeah.
the community's divided.
That's what everyone's saying in the chat.
Listen, the community's divided.
Uh-huh.
And you know what? We need change. We need opportunity for jobs. And that's what's happening. We're going to create jobs, and we're going to give people an opportunity, and we're going to create programs that's going to educate the community.
Okay. All right. That's good one. All right. All right. Well, there we go. We got Dominic's words. Let's not slip on the ice. What the fuck is this?
Did Dominic give you what he said?
Yeah, he said that the community, the community did win. He did get the vote he wanted. But that is one thing we could all agree on, right, ladies and gentlemen?
Dominic Recchia, the dying cartoon character?
Yes, yes. That's one thing we could all agree on. The community is divided.
It's really one of the most difficult men to take a photo of.
It is. Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. So.
He looks like a Jay West cartoon.
He does. You hear this? You hear this, people? Well.
He would like be instead of Boris, it'd be Dominic and Natasha.
Oh well. Dominic has been a paid shill for all this nonsense since 2010, 2009.
No, further back.
Further back, right? Like 2004.
He went to high school with Joey.
Oh, that's right. He went to high school with Joey. Coney's divided.
Joey's had him in his pocket.
Both signs here on the floor. Both signs.
Joey's had him in the pocket.
Yeah, Joey's had him in the pocket for a long time. But that was crazy. I'm happy I was able to get this for all you guys. I probably look, see how much they care about the project. They just leave the signs everywhere. Hey. So far I found more discarded signs than kept ones. Hi, Ed Nation. What do you think about the vote? Yay. 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 The community is divided, though. That's one thing we could all agree upon. You ride back home? No, I'm going to walk back to Stillwell. I need dinner. I need to get dinner. I appreciate that, Jen. Well, we just need air. It is so fucking hot in there. I never took off my jacket. But I feel like...
It wasn't just the air, it was...
No, you don't understand, Jim. When I started the fucking stream, I was the only one against the casino when I got to the... I'm pretty much... I know I'm the first person who opposed the goddamn project who was in that auditorium. They were packing them in there. They were calling their friends. Say, get down here now. But you have to, for everyone who's pessimistic about this kind of shit, you gotta be active in your community, ladies and gentlemen. And as you know, rules in action. But you gotta be active, folks. You gotta keep your eye on these people because you never know what they're gonna ram through and put up next to your house. So you gotta be active. You gotta do everything you can within your power to make your community the best you can. So I appreciate all the kind words. I definitely appreciate the super chats. This is not an exciting live stream. I can understand that. Can we build a new pavilion of fun already? I spent the whole afternoon playing Parkitect, and I made a new pavilion of fun around Coney Island, USA, just on that one block alone. Imagine a dark ride. Imagine a dark ride curated by New York City artists.
You need to move on to Planet Coaster. That's what all the kids are playing.
I have Planet Coaster. It's a pain in the ass.
Okay.
I can't get the straight lines that I want.
There's a new one, though.
Oh, there is a new one, right? There's a new one.
You want to cross here?
You want to cross here? I don't care. I'm not thinking.
It's a little bit murky,
I don't know. My brain ain't working. It's so hot in there. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. But the vote is for no. And that goes on now to Justin Brennan and Borough President Antonio Reynoso, which I how the hell am I older than the Brooklyn Borough President? But then again, how the hell am I 1 year older than Nicole Malliotakis? How rough a life has that woman led? She looks beaten up, that girl. I don't know what happened to her. Anyway. Staten Island happened to her. But I hope you guys found this enjoyable and enlightening and all that jazz. And now I gotta get me some dinner. And yeah, because I'm really fucking hungry now. But I'm glad you guys. What the fuck? Why is he coming all the way out? Why is he coming all the way the fuck out? He can't make a turn?
No.
He can't make a turn. No. Anyway, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Most fun you had in Montague? Well, that was fun, I guess, for the viewers at home. Okay. So let's see, how many likes did we get on the video? Did we hit at least 200? 210! I will take that. Joanne Butler!
I don't know. Did the viewers get the tension?
I think the viewers got the tension, but Joanne Butler with a very generous $10 super chat. Joanne, 10 pounds. So that's more than $10. That's almost $15. So thank you so much, Joanne, with a very generous 10-pound super chat. I really do appreciate that. And everyone who super chatted, thank you guys. I'll freeze my ass properly for you guys tomorrow. We'll be back in Manhattan. Hopefully, the phone actually overheated, but it was during one of the pro casino people. He wasn't even at the lectern. It didn't matter. So I really do appreciate that, Joanne, and everybody who super chatted and who left a thumbs up. But as you guys know, and I think this is what some of you guys really appreciate, and I appreciate that you guys appreciate that, I like to be active in my community. I've been active in my community for many years, and it is nice bringing you guys a little piece of this truly nonsensical nonsense. Will the sushi place get their permit to whatever? Who knows? But the lady was speaking about it. But it's time for me to go back to the West End where, yes, a Rite Aid closed. What's on Duane Reade? It was a fucking Rite Aid.
We've never had a Duane Reade.
We never had a Duane Reade. Or what was the other one?
Walgreens.
The Walgreens. We never had a Walgreens.
They're horrible.
They're horrible. But anyway, you guys are more than welcome. And I am for the people. Yes, I am. But from Ocean Parkway. And this is Lincoln High School, right? Lincoln High School.
Yeah.
Right?
Big.
This is
big school.
It's a big fucking school. Like 6,000 kids, 8,000 kids go here. But this is Dutch Moss and Coney Island Jim signing off. Have a fabulous Coney Island day, whether you can afford to live here or not. Hug your loved ones. Cherish those moments. And good night, Mrs. Calabash. Wherever you are. Love you guys. I will stay warm. See y'all tomorrow on the next one. Bye, guys.